Ika bokam. Ika bokam. Ika bokam. Ika bokam. Ika bokam. Ika bokam. Cecil.
My cat. It me. I'm Econ Bokam. Actually, no, I'm Desmond. Hi. How you doing? It me. I'm Desmond. So, let me know how the internet's going. Oh, hiccup. Because... another hiccup. Our internet started acting fucking weird. Yesterday. Yesterday night, specifically. Yesterday evening.
Akabuka. Ika.
Little Ed! Thank you for the 47 motherfucking months. Holy shit!
Thank you, Evan.
Got that tier 1.
Yeah, Ika bokam.
Exactly. See, you get it. Ika bokam. Cecil! Leon went to the restroom. So he's in the other room, right? He's not in here. Cecil's outside. And I can hear a very distant...
Oof. Ow. I'm on the floor. Help. Oh, my arm. Oh, it hurts.
Yeah, I can hear Cecil very distantly. All sad and shit. Probably because Leon did not let him go with him to the bathroom. I know, we're abusive. We don't let Cecil watch us when we pee. But anyway, welcome in everyone. Happy Thursday. If the internet at some point does anything weird or gets slow or laggy, let me know. Because, like I said, yesterday, yesterday evening it started doing really bad hiccups. As our, as our Vandal, guys learned. Because we started sounding like robots, well, like at the last 10 minutes of game. Apparently, it's still doing that. So, I don't know if it's gonna continue doing that. I don't know why it's doing that, but, you know. If at any point we have problems, let me know.
I had a yawn, sorry.
Alright, but yeah, yesterday we didn't do world building stuff because we wanted to go watch Iron Lung. Leon wanted to pick a day where he knew, like, no one was gonna be around. So I was like, yeah, fuck it, let's do that. And, we picked a very, a very quiet time and day when we knew a lot of people were at work and school. And, yeah, we went to go watch it. It was really good. I liked it. It was very much a slow burn. Oh, I got hair
All over my tablet, so please.
But yeah, it was very much a slow burn. And it was pretty good. Sorry, I'm just wiping down my tablet real quick. Making sure I got all the gunkies off of it. I'm being yelled at by a very small cat today.
Small kitty. Meow.
Also, I might open my VIB and just vibe while I do this art.
Because me, I want to hang out with friends.
But I'm cleaning my tablet real quick. Okay, I think I did it. Dance! Fanboy dance! Okay, we're good. We're clean. Alright, let's hop on over here. And I'm gonna hop in my voice chat. Where is it? There it is. I probably won't say that I'm in VIB. It's only for people who look. It's only for people who actually peek and see that I'm here. Alright, let's get my glove on and let us begin. So, yesterday, like I said, we were watching Iron Lung instead of doing world building. Throughout the week, though, on other streams, I have... What the heck? Okay, there we go. I've drawn pieces of these guys, and I'm going to finish it here and talk about it and go over their sheet. So that's what today is going to be. Go see Iron Dog, it's good! There's a lung and it's iron. Oh, okay, I think we're good. I saw lagging and I had to move around and make sure I was good. Also, for those who haven't seen on my, for those who haven't seen on my, what is it? My blue sky, I finished the squid guy and the human guy art I was drawing Tuesday. And here they are. I made it a fake book cover again, but this is what it looks like without that. And I say fake, but it probably might eventually become real. And yes, I know, I made it book 4, even though there was only a book 1 before. And that's because I wanted it to look kind of like just a fake series, like you're finding random books instead of like it whatever I make being a series. A regular Charles Tingle over here. I wish I was half the man Chuck Tingle is. That motherfucker is great and he's funny. Yeah, I got an itch. Oh, that dude is funny. I remember, hello, Sun and Moon. Welcome in. Is that a Desmond? I see, yeah, it's a Sun and Moon. I haven't seen you in a hot minute. I hope you're okay. I drew this. I've been getting into soft shading quite a bit. That's one of the main reasons I've been doing this, because I want to get into soft shading. Soft shading is really fun. Creason Keys, if you will. Bruh, I wish I was half the man Creason Keys was. I am not. Although Leon has asked if I should if I could draw the book covers for all of the Creason Keats novels at some point. Hi, Laros. Also, I will say, now that Izzy has brought up Creason Keats, Levi is going to look for the books. He's going to find How to Tame Your Draken. He's going to read it, and then he's going to be like, is this what humans want from us? Is this how humanity sees my people as... Is this what they want to do with me? Like, I'm scared. Had some ups and downs, but I finally had time to come by and chill before I got to work later tonight. Yeah, I'm glad you're doing better. I understand having ups and downs. Ah! My wire got snagged on my coat. Hold up. There we go. Deploys big pass for the goobers. Ah! It's me, a goober! But yeah, I drew this Tuesday, and I believe it was basically this before, and now I've added this. Bull beat his 3rd gym in the fan game. Nice! I should make sure these line up. So, for those who don't know, I also made this. This is the fake Eldritch Nova of the first book. These are like a, quote-unquote, I guess it wouldn't be a trilogy if I made this the 4th book, huh? What would that be, a quadrilogy? I don't know. I'll figure it out. Oh, it's my cat. Cecil! Okay, I think he's just eating. I had to listen for my child. I also want to make sure these are in the middle. Don't save. But I'll worry about that later. But yeah, I wanted to show off this thing. I did it. Deploys the bird people. Ah! Which one? I have like 3. I have a bunch of bird people now. I don't think y'all understand how many races of a creature I have. Let me actually go look. Because I do need to pull that up. Where is it? I also need to eventually start saving these as The Thunderbird kind? I don't know if I'm allowed to use the word Thunderbird. I don't know if that's allowed. But here's my Catosians. The little babies. And then this is what I was working on up until a certain point. We need more elemental birds. Yeah, water bird! That's just a duck. What if I made a bird character who's a member of Space HR and an expert in both bird law and space law? Be one of these. Hold on, where is it? Bird! You'd be bird. Yeah, bird. Granted, these are avians. These are the specific kind of bird. I also have Volgicarians. Volgicarians, I think they're called? Volgicarians. That's a raptor. That's a kith. These are these are Volgicarians. They're huge. Harvey Birdman, attorney at law, attorney at law! I'm going to kill you! Yeah, peacock. There are peacocks. They will look different, but yes, there are kinds of, like, peacocks. Hi, you! Can I help you? What are you doing? Cecil. Look, just because he didn't let you in the bathroom doesn't mean you have to act out around me. Hey! Beep, beep! You stay out of that. Clean your eye gunk, boy. Hey. Your paws are cold! New character just dropped. Hang on, this is huge. Yeah, Harvey Birdman, attorney at law. You should say that to Leon. He'll get a kick out of it. And by kick out of it, I mean he'll probably want to kick you, because puns. What kind of bird would you be? Because, fun fact, now I've watched more than a few videos nowadays of, a hypothetical alien biologists, like xenobiologists, who are like, why would aliens evolve to look like us? Me. Convergent evolution! Convergent evolution! Okay, so when I say that, this is what I mean. Hypothetically, let's say life started on another planet, completely away from Earth, and not even the panspermia hypothesis has, like, attached. Oh, I need my pills. Hold on. We'll go into this fucking big ass debate. Not really a debate, just me screaming for about 20 minutes about convergent evolution. Hold on, let me do this. I need my pills first. I mean, either a crow or vulture feels applicable for a law. I would love seeing a crow. Cecil! You don't need to yell. You don't need to be in the bathroom with him. Let him go to the bathroom in peace. Hey, you don't scratch that. Yeah, med check, med check. All right, med's done. So, when I say convergent evolution, this is what I'm referring to. In the smallest instance of convergent evolution, we have observed that eyes develop on their own to take in sunlight. In fact, we have had cloned or either, like, petri dish grown brain tissue of something, and it grew 2 black little dots in which to take in light. By itself. It developed eyes on its own. So, that is what I mean by at least one instance of convergent evolution. We have had, I believe, over 20 instances of evolving eyes in creatures that are not close enough to each other to have warranted that. Deploying the lionfish, and by that I mean the lion and the coelacanth chimera. Oh no. Lionfish. Alright, so, if that's the case, what about this? Let's say panspermia did not actually happen. In my world, panspermia happened. Panspermia is basically when, the same DNA sequencing and, like, LUCA sequencing. LUCA is, I believe it means, last universal common ancestor, I believe LUCA stands for. It's a microbial thing that we were able to, like, put ourselves towards and be like, that's where we came from. Anyway, I love making chimeras for players to dread facing. Nice. Let's say LUCA never made it to another planet, no panspermia, there could still be a chance for convergent evolution and for aliens to end up looking like us and for creatures to end up looking like us. You could have bird aliens when they're not even related to us. Because that's how evolution has worked, and it's one instance that we've observed. But we haven't just observed it once, we've technically observed it millions of times because we've evolved millions upon millions of times. And every time it seems like there just seems to be a pattern that evolution takes because it's the easiest route to take. It's the easiest funnel to, like, roll into, right? Like, for instance, when the planet had more oxygen, we had bigger everything. So if you were to, say, have a planet with a little less gravity and a lot more oxygen, the things on that would grow to be huge. So hypothetically, we could have some sort of microbial life that starts evolving into this insectoid and dinosauroid life on another planet, just like it started with ours. And the reason this would end up happening is because when creatures are first starting out, they usually start off in the water. And then they come out of the water. With the scales, they evolve. The scales dry out and turn into reptilian scales. And the cephalopods that evolved in the water crawl out and evolve into land bugs. Not gonna lie, this is a lot more interesting than actual science class. Oh, good! I love science, I love biology. I'm going to scream about it from the rooftops. But on this hypothetical planet, I would think that dinosaurs and bugs would still eventually end up working because like I said, most life from what we've seen all started in water. And Cecil, you goober, he tackled the new bag of cat food we have set out for him, and then he ran away because it fell over. A goober. I heard blam! Fucking bolted. It's not open, thank God. We haven't opened it yet. But we didn't. Gonna make a planet where life evolved in bread. In bread? Who made the bread, Lilin? Unless someone accidentally left some bread with microbial life on it. See, that's the thing with a lot of my gay? Yeah, me. I'm gay. That's the thing with how my stuff works, but we're not getting into that. We're pretending panspermia doesn't exist. We're pretending this is completely normal, like completely incidental. And it all started from one little source. The more than likely best chance for microbial life to form would be in water. While they are evolving in water and replicating themselves, they would probably start gaining DNA just like we do. Panspermia. Pan as in pansexual, aka all spermia. Panspermia is the hypothesis that we did not come from Earth, we did not develop on Earth. Our microbial life possibly was seeded by another planet. Now, that doesn't mean aliens came down and dropped it on us, although I personally believe that could be a very cool thing that happened. It means that maybe we arrived on a meteor. Like, our microbial ancestors blammed into the planet when the planet was still fully forming, and then we grew from there. And the reason panspermia is now starting to come into light a little more is because we may have found fossilized microbial life on Mars. So we have this hypothesis going on nowadays that we could have come from Mars in a microbial life form. Luca might have come from Mars, which is a really cool thing to think about, but we don't know. Also, we don't even know if those are actually fossils or not. It just looks like microbial fossils, so we can try and hypothesize all we want until we actually get to Mars to touch the fucking rocks and be like, are you that? Is that what you are? Until then, we can only speculate. So that's who's putting sperm in the pan. It's Mars! Check memes. Uh-oh. Thank you, the art. It comes from he has huge titties, I see. Anyway, back to my point. I personally believe that we would see similar life forms growing on planets that evolved like ours. If it's a beautiful blue water planet, it's going to eventually grow green plants because green is the best color to absorb sunlight, especially if they're photosynthesizing. So if it is a planet with water in the Goldilocks zone around a sun that doesn't have enough radiation to kill the planet, it will develop green plant life and it will start to develop microbial life in the oceans. The ocean should eventually give way to these microbial life forms, turning more into fish and cephalopods and other invertebrates and vertebrates alike. And they should have their own version of the Cambrian explosion. Possibly. Now, the creatures in this Cambrian explosion should look different to how they look with us, but they should probably have the exact same components as we do. Some form of protection and some form of sight in order to see where they are and what they're doing. They also should probably have some sort of mouth parts that they've developed in order to eat, so that they can sustain themselves, which means they also have some sort of dietary tract in their bodies. They also should probably have some sort of apparatus to pump blood through their system. These are all common traits that they should have. That's where, to me, convergent evolution comes from. And then over time, as things start evolving more and more and more, I feel like we would start to see their own versions of dinosaurs and insects showing up. So that's what I mean by that. And it slightly bothers me when people try to be like, well, I say people, I've only seen a couple of YouTubers do this, but I've seen YouTubers on YouTube talking about how, like, oh, alien life should look completely different and crazy and wacky, and it's like, yes, I'm sure it does on some planets, but, like, is it sustainable? Like, you have to think about the sustainability of life. There's a reason we look the way we do. There's a reason we have the exact same bone structure as literally fucking 95% of the animal population. Even whales have the same exact bone structure as us. It's just in different places. They even have little fucking feet at the bottom of their bodies. It's not attached anymore, but they have foot bone. Because they were once mammals. They're mammals. So, I personally believe that even if they look weird or they have different colors, we're going to see aliens that kind of look like us. Because this model, as far as we have observed, is the best model to harbor sapient life. You need a big skull and a big brain in order to process information properly. You need an upright posture in order to keep that head up. And you need at least 2 legs to walk on to stay upright. That means centaurs could technically exist if you have a planet where something got the template. Their Luca had a template for 6 limbs instead of 4. We have 4 limbs. Maybe they had 6, which is something I actually study here, which is really fun. Itty bitty feetsies! Yeah, they have tiny little feet. The fucked up part of evolution is that monkeys lost their pee-pee bone, but giraffes still have the same number of neck vertebrae as every other mammal. It's wild, ain't it? It's wild, but that just means their vertebrae are really long, and that makes me uncomfortable. So you're saying Skaven is the ultimate life form. Explain who Skaven is, and I might agree with you. So yeah, technically dragons could evolve, is what I'm saying. Also, if you think about it in the way that the universe is limitless and endless, if we're going through the understanding that there could technically be anything and everything out there, dragons exist on a planet somewhere. Rat people from Warhammer. Oh. I guess. Sure. Anyway, back to my point. I was drawing squid people. But, it's one of the main reasons I can happily and justifiably so be like, I want to make aliens that look like birds from Earth. Is because theoretically, to me, anything and everything could evolve into something that looks like it's from Earth. Now, I have plenty of creatures that don't look like they're from Earth. But I also like just drawing creatures that look like they're from Earth. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, there's my carrions. These guys, that's right. Lillian, which birds did you want again? You wanted to be a raven? I believe in you. Oh, that's right, I drew Yargans. So, there are a couple of alien races out there that are, once again, supposedly real. Crow or vulture. A vulture would also be really cute. And when I say supposedly real or real aliens, I'm talking about it in the context of ufology. A lot of you may know this about me already because I've talked about it. I'm still kind of, I'm really into UFO conspiracy stuff because it's really cool. Now, I'm not saying I believe everything per se, but there is some shit where I'm just like, yeah, that makes sense. Can I prove any of it's real? Hell no. I don't fucking know. You know, but it's really cool to look into. Like for instance, like I said, some of the alien species that I have right here are supposedly real aliens that we've had contact with. That includes Syrians. Now, this is not what Syrians look like, according to real alien. Yeah, exactly. These are not what they look like according to a lot of the ufology people. Syrians are supposedly mermaid people or something, because it's a water planet. I don't fucking know. I don't remember. I just know the word Syrian... You know what? I'm gonna look it up. Let's see what the ufologists have to say about Syrians. Because I know that supposedly, in the Sirius system, our people knew about them. Leland! Cecil was very mad you didn't let him in. He was so upsetty. You did not let him go bathroom with you. Yeah. Cinnamon Toast Crunch with the... What does that mean? What does this mean to me, love? What are you talking about? Leon said, Cinnamon Toast Crunch has gone the way of demons. What the fuck is that thing? What is that? Yeah, you do that. Also, I am in VIB if you want to hang out. I don't have it in my title, though. Yeah, that's why I'm just letting you know, and if anyone else wants to join and they happen to look, they can, but I'm not making it public on the... I'm not making it publicized in the title. How much do I have to donate to make you add the Fresno Nightcrawlers as playable species in Eldritch Nova? When I can figure out what they are and where they come from.
So they went the way of demons. So I love Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and the thing is, I feel like a lot of other people also love Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Why the fuck is that on the box?
He posted it in live chat.
Like, why is that ever gonna be just like something you purchase willingly? Like, imagine being someone new to Cinnamon Toast Crunch
And seeing that.
demon.
I don't know.
Like, I don't think I'm gonna want to buy that.
You're little pants men. What more do you need?
Yeah, I hate that too.
Yeah, I hate. It's creepy as fuck. Also, Lillian is trying to convince me to add add the Fresno Nightcrawlers to the fucking thing. The thing is, the Fresno Nightcrawlers don't have arms, so like, how the fuck do they get anything else done? If you look at in live chat in the Discord, Leon posted a picture. That's where we usually go to post pictures.
They went the way of demons.
Since Twitch won't let me share pictures. Hey, that's your problem to solve.
Yeah.
Lillian, if you can solve it, if you can figure it out, I'll maybe let you do that. But you still only are allowed 2 characters.
Yeah, you built that.
Mr. World Builder, man. Skaven smoke space uranium like crack, breed like rabbits, practice mass slavery, and have snipers in an age where most of the people have late medieval tech and tactics. Jesus Christ. What does it look like that? I don't know. Leon hates it. He thinks it's creepy. Anyway, I'm yelling about aliens real quick. We're going on a tangent here.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, imagine being someone who's never had Cinnamon Toast Crunch before, which I feel like at this point it's kind of impossible, but at the same time, people were born all the time. But yeah, if you saw that in the store, you'd be like, what the fuck is this demon?
A little baby.
No, my sweet boy. Oh, boy,
No, let me love you.
he wants your semi-toast crunch. Cecil, do not beg for milk. That
I
has
don't have any
semi
milk.
in it. Wait, you don't have milk? You didn't grab the milk yet. Oh no, Cecil, he's gonna give you milk. Move your butt. Oh, no milk for you. I see. See, the problem is I ascribe to the if it's funny it goes in school of world building. That's fair. Sometimes I'm whimsical like that, but I love focusing on biology, so I will worry about that first and foremost. I strongly dislike it too. Like that's a nightmare waiting to happen. It's staring at you, even when you close your eyes. Yeah,
Like Jesus Christ.
Jesus crust. I was talking about the Syrians. Yeah, so people, I've been going through these, and people can't agree with what Syrians look like. Sometimes they're bald blue people, sometimes they're bald regular people, sometimes they have hair, sometimes they don't. I don't know. No one really knows what Syrians look like. People don't, like, have a cohesive understanding, so I made them blue elves. Fresno Nightcrawlers are the larval stage of a spacefaring species. You know what? I could see that. But that means if they're the baby version, they wouldn't be out and about. Because, no minors in my game, thanks. You're not allowed to play a kid. Yeah, I'm going through this, and literally no one fucking knows. No one knows how to explain what a Syrian actually looks like. Sometimes they're blue, sometimes they're white, sometimes they're bald, sometimes they're not.
Sometimes they have balls. Sometimes got snipped. Who knows?
Yeah. Sometimes they're water people. They're usually mer people, and I'm like, shut up. No, you're not. Get out of here. So I made them blue elves. There's also... I based these guys off of the Hobskinville goblin, because it's hilarious. The Hobskinville goblin, for those of you who don't know, was like a little gray goblin thing with huge bat ears and glowing yellow eyes, and I'm like, I have creatures that can fit that description! No, see, that's the thing. It'd be funny. Nah. It'd be funny, but also, you can do plenty of funny and whimsical things with what I have already. Also, most of these races that I have in here aren't playable anyway, because I already have so fucking many. Let's see how many races I currently have, because I don't want to bog myself down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14. We have 15 races to choose from. Hear me out. Arson. You know what? That's fair. Arson. But yeah, we have 15 races to choose from. That's already a lot. And on top of that, I have even more that are in these dark red that you can't play, but you will still run into. Like the Drakkar, for instance. Bad evil dragons. Now, they were once a playable race, but I realized I had, like, over 20 races, and I had to trim down a bit. We need to add a 0 to that number. Excuse me? We need 150 races. There can always be more, though. Yeah, but, like, I don't want to bog down you or me with all that reading and writing. There we go. Also, some races just can't be played because they're way too fucking OP. Doesn't mean you don't understand. I do understand. This is... My first TTRPG was D&D 3E. I don't mind reading. You know what? That's fair. So what, you had to deal with 50 fucking races? Is that what you're telling me? I live for supplement books. Ah, okay, I see. Okay, well, this isn't a supplement book. This is the first book. And also some races are just straight up way too OP to be played. Like the Arcturians, for instance. No one should be allowed to be an Arcturian. These motherfuckers are psychic fucking juggernauts. And you don't want to fuck with them. They could blow your head up with a thought. No one can play them. They're way too OP. They're also your boss in this story, so... Well, sort of. They're like the universe's authority figures. They've taken it upon themselves. He can be trusted, totally. Who? Who can be trusted, Gil? You? Lilin? Who? Him? This person? They actually don't have gender. They don't believe in gender. The mustard man? No, you can't trust the mustard man. He'll eat my toes. I know the mustard man's game by now. He wants my toes. You can't have them. Baby can't have my toes.
Yeah.
The hat man. The hat man can't have my toes either. But yeah, some species are unplayable just because they're way too fucking overpowered. You cannot be an Arcturian. You can't really be an Andromedan either, because they are on the same spectrum as Arcturians, but on the evil side. They are the Arcturians' asshole cousins. Can I have them if I promise to give them back? I don't know, Gil. Will you give them back? Blink, blink. Also, there are species in here that don't really have a place in the universe right now because they're either on a preservation planet or a developing planet, such as Proxians. These guys aren't really technologically advanced. They come from caves. They eat mushroom and other creatures in the caves. Do they have to be in the same condition? Yes, Gil. That's usually what I would like to see if you give it back. So, on one end of the spectrum, you've got species that are way too fucking overpowered, and then you've got species that wouldn't have much going for them. Because the Proxians are very limiting. So, if Desmond made this species a cave with a box of crabs, with a box of mushrooms, too. I also made these guys in a cave. They're the Jiraxians. But you see, like, the Jiraxians also don't have technology. They wouldn't be playable because they're not out in space. So...
Can't believe. I made Vandal in a cave with a box of scrap.
That shit was hilarious. Lilin making his TTRPG. Lilin did this in a cave! With a box of scrap! Oh, this shit was hilarious. But, yeah, so that's one of the reasons why some of the species are available and others are not. Also, some are just straight up not friends with the Federation. So the Galactic Federation, it's the Council of Intelligent Races, those three intelligent races being the... Where are they? The Arcturians who founded it, the Lyrans who joined later, and then... was it the Greys or the Corindians? Was not the Corindians, it would have been the Greys. Where are they? They're not allied. It must be a third species that I have not made. Oh no, that's right, it's the avians. It's the birds. So the Arcturians, the Lyrans, and the avians are all on this council. And they were the founding races of this unified galactic federation, whatever, empire, blah, blah, blah. Okay, but the blue one's at perfect height. Oh, yeah, no. They have the perfect height to get fucking, tittied up by the Lyran women. But, it's because these guys are some of the oldest races, and they're like, okay, since we're the grown-ups, we make the rules of the universe. Thank God they made good rules of, you know, ethics and morality, otherwise this would be a very completely different story. These guys are also the ones that you're trying not to get an HR violation from. So, let me read this. The Council of Intelligent Races that have entered into an alliance with each other. Yet, these guys are an alliance, and then when other races started developing technology to where they can leave their planet and, like, explore outside of their solar system, that's when they show themselves and go, hey, so you're driving out of your neighborhood, you're out of your driveway, we have rules outside of here. And then, they have it to where you either agree to the rules or you don't. And if you do agree to the rules, you get resources, free pass to certain parts of space, all that good shit. If you don't agree to the rules, you don't get nearly as many privileges.
Get shot in the face.
You don't get any help in your continued development. No, you don't get shot in the face. But you are treated with discrimination because they don't want you not being allied. Because if you're not allied, they can't clamp you down for their own laws. Because the way they work, they can't fuck with on-planet laws. That's the final boss's space HOA. Pretty much. Pretty much. Now, they aren't bad, necessarily. They are, overall, good. They're just the law of your area, I guess. Interplanetary anarcho-communism. That's a word. But yeah, so they will not fuck with your planet if, 1, you are not allied, and 2, you haven't reached technological advancement yet. They let you do your own thing. If your law is slavery and you can't leave your planet, they'll leave you alone. They're not going to impose their values or views on you. However, if you have started getting space travel and you can now, like I said, leave your garage, leave your house, they are going to impose rules on you. And if you don't agree to these rules and agree to be allied, you're not given the same privileges as other races. So, for instance, the humans are allied with them. The humans agreed once they started space travel, and as a consequence, so did the Syrians, because the humans and Syrians kind of started holding hands like 300 years ago, and they started developing stuff at the same time because they met each other.
Holding hands.
They held hands, I know.
You're here on Twitch. Why are you holding hands, TOS?
Sorry.
Recording you?
It was probably the humans that started it. Started what? Anarcho-communism? Or the Alliance? These guys had an alliance for like over 2 million years. Oh, no. How old are the Lyrans? They've had an alliance for about 500,000 years, I want to say. Imagine poking your head out of your garage, ready to explore the universe, and 3 fucking space Karens are like, hey, you gotta sign the paperwork before you come out or else we're gonna kill you, thanks. Not kill you, but more like, so you're not invited to my potluck this Sunday? It's gonna be really good. You know, like, it's gonna be like that, kind of. I was like, oh yeah, I heard your lawnmower broke down. I have a brand new one, but I'm not gonna let you borrow it. It's gonna be like one of those passive-aggressive sort of things.
Like, oh man, must be sick to having a working lawnmower.
Oh jeez, I heard you're having plumbing problems. My husband is a really good plumber. He'd do it for free, but no. Like, that's the kind of passive-aggressive bullshit they push out. And I'm like, bitch, I don't know you existed 5 minutes ago. What do you mean potluck? Exactly. That's exactly what the United Galactic Federation is. They're the dudes that you didn't know existed. So you are 1 minute a 5-year-old playing trucks in your yard. The next minute you are a 20-year-old learning that taxes exist. And you're like, I have to pay what to who? Who's the government? What do you mean taxes? These guys are the tax man. These guys are the government of the universe that they can control. And you didn't know they existed until you couldn't refuse. You can say no, but they're not going to let you do a whole lot if you do refuse. Granted, you have to refuse as a species, not as an individual. As an individual, if you refuse, you're just considered your run-of-the-mill corsair doing illegal shit. They could try to stop me. I just don't do the taxes and do everything else. See? Try being the key word. Hey, there are species that are trying and succeeding. So, I've talked about this before, but 80 years ago, in relation to Eldritch Nova, there was a planet called Tau Ceti. We call it that. Or there's a planet around Tau Ceti. And on it, some cute little red guys with horns on their heads developed there, and they called their planet Orkron. Or, we named it Orkron after them, because they call themselves Orkron because humans are unoriginal. Same thing with calling Syrian people Syrians. It's like, oh yeah, you're from the star Sirius. We're gonna call you Syrians. They're like, not our name, but okay. The Orkron are a bright red. That means they're playable, but not allied. They have never agreed to any of these fucking rules. They were just chilling one day, being tribal nomads in their respective biomes. Some of them were, some stay in one space. These guys like to travel, the red ones do, on their boars. And then some humanoids dropped in illegally and made their planet like a nice little resort for them. And then these guys went, cool spaceship, took it and left. Hey humans, Syrians, not what we're called! Exactly. No, this I believe the Syrians are from a planet called Ethulia, so they would call themselves the Eluthani. But humans are like, Syrian, because we don't care. What is it called? Let me look. Yeah, Ethulia. And Ascaria. So they'd be like, please call us Ethulians, and they'd be like, but you're from Sirius. They're like, fine, we'll call you Solans. How about that? And humans are like, I don't give a fuck. So humans are also called Solans sometimes. Because you're from the Sol system. Hee. But yeah, these guys didn't agree to no fucking thing. They said, you know what? We're leaving our planet now. Teehee. Oh wait, there's rules? I don't care. I'm like, Yorkern are funny. The Zedans, however, don't ally themselves because they just want to stick with their own people. We'll call you humans. We'll call you humans. Okay, that makes sense. From the Hume system. Wait, no. Is that what you call our system? Why? But yeah, the Syrians are just called Syrians because humans are lazy. And don't call them by their actual word. I'm not a human, I'm a threat! I believe the Gobel are called something, like, actually appropriate. I think that's what they call themselves. They're from the planet Yoruma, which is also the name of their goddess. It's like us calling Earth Gaia. Except we still worshipped Gaia, and it was the only god we believed in. Orkran are called Orkran because they're Orkrans. The Zetas are called Zetas because they're from the Zeta Reticuli system, but we don't know which planet. Don't quiz us. So you see, humans name shit stupid. Your planet is known as Hume Prime. I'd rather you call it dirt. I'd rather you just call it dirt.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what most languages do. They call the planet just dirt. We call it Earth. I believe in the Jewish language, it's called, Eretz, I believe? Ha-Eretz? Which just means land or ground. I don't remember what Earth means in Japanese. I just know a lot of languages do that. They just call Earth dirt.
Ground. Big rock.
Rock. Exactly. Alright, I was doing something. I was doing my squids, and now I'm talking about Eldred Nova. But I am excited to do it. I think, if you guys are okay with it, I might do a session 0 either this Sunday or next Sunday. Probably next Sunday. Just to give people more time. Hey Leon, what does Van mean in Empyrean? Ooh. It's mostly water. I'll give you mud, but that's the best you're getting. Yeah, you mud people. Hey babe, what does Vand mean?
So, Vand means basically rock.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Or it's rather... So, Vand actually just means soul in Empyrean.
Soul? You mean like...
Like the spirit. Like the living of something. Like its living essence.
Living rock. Rock and stone.
Because Terra is
Terra.
Earth.
Yeah, Terra is Earth. Terra firma. I love Rockdalt.
That's the one.
Rockdalt. Alright, I'm gonna keep drawing my Catosians after screaming for 5,000 years about convergent evolution.
Speaking of evolution, Joblins are starting to become goblins.
Yeah! What does that mean?
Like they're starting to get less gooey forms as we go.
I'm assuming they'll still feel like jelly, but it'll be like they have a harder, like, textured skin.
Exterior.
Kind of like a Tide Pod.
Yeah.
Where it's like, you can squish it, but like, it won't just bloop whenever you touch it. It won't be like Jell-O where you just sink in.
Yeah.
Got it. Do you know why they're doing that?
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's just evolution. Or people are getting freaky with the Gelblins and fucking them a lot and then making them... Okay, he's staring at me with wide fucking eyes. I wish I didn't have to make those character ideas. Lillian's out here making a whole fucking ship of people. Ship of OCs.
Oh. Damn. Eldrick Nova's getting full.
To be fair, it is a whole universe. But I am only allowing 2 playable characters.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to overload my players, and I don't want to overload myself. That's the main reason I've been writing the way I have. I just don't want people to be boggled for choice. Because I could write literally all day about this stuff.
You leave the goo fuckers alone, alright? They're people now. Okay?
Children's are becoming more solid because Vandal's
Yeah.
full of goo fuckers.
Well, because now it's not taboo to lay with monsters.
Yeah.
What was technically used to be monsters.
Especially
before.
in the Cal region, because
Yeah.
Hania said, "What? They're people, you weirdo."
Yeah. It's like, so what if you have a goo wife? Like,
You can have a goo wife as long as the goo wife is developed enough to know the terms and conditions and say
options.
consent.
yeah.
You can have a goo wife now. I'm not saying it derogatorily.
Yeah.
Lilin, a resident goo fucker.
Yeah. No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, it was taboo before fucking...
And then Hania 20 years
And then-
ago said, "Hey, guess what?
It's like, yeah, they're people.
That's a people. That's
are
a human
humans."
person."
Yeah, they have all the rights and responsibilities of a
Sassel.
human.
Sassel.
And that's cool. Because now a Swaggin can, like, own land, not get hunted down by freaks.
And if they are, those freaks are treated like the crime it is.
Like criminals. Like criminals. Like people that go to jail.
Yeah, they go to jail if they hurt a Swaggin. Why do
Yeah.
I feel like Swaggin now are like, oh my god, that's crazy.
Like, whoa, wait. You telling me I'm not going to get hunted down for my scales and fangs?
Now, obviously, there's still racism. And
Well,
Hania
obviously
can't
there's
crack
still-
down on all of that. But
But there's still feral Swaggins and feral
I feel like she might have
Germans.
made an example and taken a Swaggin as a council member. Especially considering Swaggins are in between her and Harberton. And Harberton is the land that her husband owns. So she would have definitely
Probably.
had a Swaggin as a council member.
Yep.
She wouldn't have given 2 fucks what people felt like about it. No wonder Discordius wanted to come to Chaldea. It's like, wow, Chaldea is cool, and let's be bang monsters. Less of a chance of having to eat people. Yeah, probably.
Yeah? I mean, no matter what, Igorn will hunger. But you could just eat normal food instead of people.
Like, hey, Yegorn, instead of the hearts of my
Yegorn,
enemies, do you, like, want a cheeseburger instead?
Yeah, can I get you a few Busy Bees donuts instead?
Yeah.
I feel like you could use a human flesh break.
I feel like you're getting a little too crazy with the human flesh. Would you like something else? I would like something else.
If it doesn't offend.
Oh yeah, I forgot I was drawing hybrids. I want to do that. I want to make a fuck ton of hybrids one day.
Yeah.
Because hybrids exist. This is a human Syrian, by the way. Human Syrians are usually green, because the closest you will get in color on a human towards that is yellow. And then the closest you'll get that for Syrians is like a cyan. So yellow plus blue makes green.
Hey, Gorn, what do you want? The souls of the innocent.
A bagel.
No!
No! Two bagels. I fucking love that shit. I also have a human gobble person. Human Orcran. They wouldn't be furry. Human Zadans. Human Lyran. I'm still fucking with it, as you can see. Human Avian. They're creepy.
I can just see Discordius is like fucking party dropping a fucking hate breed. And then, like, his chest bursts open with, like, a heart that's, like, bigger than his torso. He just starts sobbing. Just no! Please.
I'm sorry. The souls of the innocent.
A bagel.
It's just icky. I'm tired of eating hearts, Grandpa.
That's too bad. You get eaten.
Alright, I need to look at old people. In order to draw the old people. Listen, I've told you my plans for Discordius. I don't know the plans. I'm sure Leon does, though. I don't know them.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Alright, I'm gonna draw this lady's chub. Because, as an egg layer, she would probably have... Over time, both of them would have lost their muscle mass in their gut and on their arms. You can see I've made her arms a little woobly. And that... Oh, I mean, we know a lot about what things leave behind remains in Van. And that's all I'll say. They need to find more bone.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Is the Squirties gonna have to start eating skulljackers? Because they don't die and turn into dust?
There's something else that's much also worrying.
Well, I already know about land souls. I'm talking about skulljackers. Wait, what else is more worrying than skulljackers?
Well,
land souls are not
other things that are worrying.
Like people?
Well, among other things.
Oh, Leon! I'm in this stream. I'm in this stream early. Because I need to go fight my husband. I'm in this stream early so I can go beat up my husband. Get out! Leon. Why are you bullying me?
Because you're very small.
What the fuck? Who called me small as shit in our family the other day and it made me sad? Someone actually, someone in our family actually pointed at me and called me small. And I got sad. I just reminded myself of when Jack roasted the shit out of you.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just an accurate statement.
Yeah.
But, yeah, while we were driving to Iron Lung, Leon reminded me of the time... I think he was looking for a magic card? What was it? You were looking for a card or something. And you were like, I'm looking for natural disaster, because that was the name of the card. And
no, it was an ability in Ascension WoW.
Oh,
like,
you're like, where's
build
natural
any disaster? And then my cousin was just like, you're a regular disaster. I was like,
that shit was
how the fuck do I even respond to that?
That shit was funny.
That was fucked up.
You're a regular disaster. You're like, hey man! Shit was funny. That motherfucker don't say much, but when he does...
That's fucked up. I didn't fucking deserve that treatment.
To be fair, you were playing WoW. But to be fair, it was
Yeah.
Ascension WoW, not regular WoW. You weren't giving Blizzard money.
Yep.
Which I'm proud of you for. Because Blizzard sucks. And doesn't deserve money. Okay, so there's her chubbiness. Because over time, the tummy will get bigger and stretch. And over time, it just
Expand.
won't go back anymore. Because that's just what happens when you get pregnant. Your tummy just kind of keeps that shape. Not as big as you'd think, but like, it will have that little blump right there. And after you've had multiple... I'm gonna bite that tummy. That's grandma. Calamari. Calamari grandma.
Yeah.
But yeah, after
Grandma.
having a few eggs, you kind of naturally start keeping the tummy. I forgot to finish the rest of her tentacles. Hold up. I want to draw these things humping. But we're on Twitch. We can't do that here. Wait, Desmond, important question. Yes. What is it? Can their tentacles get fat? Yes. Their tentacles are muscle, but they do have slight fatty tissue here and there, especially up here in this region. It thins out as it gets down here, but they can definitely have thick-ass tentacles. Yeah! Let's go! Yeah. It's like having... for them, it would be the equivalent of having 8 thick thighs. So, you know, having a pair of thighs, but 8 of... And they can crush you in the head with them. You're welcome. Imagine one of these bitches sitting on you. You would be crushed. Like, just making sure you can't breathe. Right on your face. Just sit on his fucking face, babe. Yes!
Yes! Yes!
Let's go! The fucking video was funny. I go to Valhalla! If I die, I die. Yeah, sit on his fucking face. If he die, he was weak. That man was fucking in it. That shit was funny. But yes, I hope I have answered your questions, Lilin. The answer is yes. Jesus Christ, that was 8 seconds. I counted. My ancestors are smiling on me, Imperio.
Well, cut those smiles upon me.
I've also thought about making a Trivium OC that's based off of these guys. Like someone with a sink that looks like a squid person. And I've been fighting whether or not it should be a cute chubby girl or a cute dude.
But one thing's for certain. They can be part of Katasser's future force.
Huh.
Part of his criminal organization.
Huh. Isn't he basically like a good guy now, though?
So,
I don't know how he
being
works.
a villain in the future means that you fight against the syndicate for the betterment of everyone. He's a villain.
But villains are
but
good in that.
but villains are the heroes of.
Got it. A cute chubby dude. It could be a cute chubby dude. That is true. Either way, I want to have cute octopus, baby.
That's if you want them to be from the future, or you could just have them be from here now.
Well, I do know there are aquatic and semi-aquatic people with sinks, because Diego is, once he
It's a
has...
shark.
Well, yeah, once he's graduated, he's going to kind of be like the emissary. Also, considering mermaids technically exist in this world already, it'll just be humans that are sink users now hanging out with mer people. Kind of like Klaus being like, oh yeah, I have vampire powers, but I'm not a vampire, but I can hang out with the vampires.
Yeah.
So that means there's people out there that can turn into werewolves who aren't werewolves
themselves, who aren't lycanthropes.
Mm-hmm. Bobby would find that really trippy.
That's why there's a ton of like, the thing is, the reason why there's a ton of kids with like fire and lightning sinks is because that's danger whenever they're kids, and depending on how early it adapts, it kind of takes on a more simple / juvenile kind of meaning. But the older you get, the more nuanced it gets also.
Yeah. Because I know,
you know
Klaus was 12, I believe, when he got his sink. And it was because he died.
Yeah.
His body literally stopped. He went clinically dead for like 2 minutes. And then his sink went, oh, fuck, and then woke him up.
Oh, protect the host. Blam.
Oh, shit, he's dead? Oh, God. And I feel...
Kickstart his heart. Fuck, start doing stuff. Anything.
Yeah, basically. And I feel like it might have lagged a bit because it was so used to him being sick, so it probably went, he's alive. He's not alive! Imagine not developing your sink until you're in your 30s and you have the power of Texas. Apparently, if you don't develop your sink at a certain age, you just don't develop it.
So there's actually something.
You have to be like 14
soon.
or something, and that's
yeah,
like the cutoff point.
If you don't get your sink until 18, there's very damaging effects.
It's like chicken pox, where it's like, yeah, if you get it as a kid, you'll be fine. If you get it as an adult, oh boy.
Yeah. That's actually gonna be part of the
Lillian taking notes to make Izzy.
Dinosaur.
I want to see Lillian add Izzy. I want cute dinosaur.
You already have cute dinosaur.
I want cute dinosaur twice.
Oh.
Who said? Why am I only allowed one? Give me 2 cute dinosaur.
Yeah.
I'm allowed. Someday, when I don't have 17 creative projects I'm working on. That's fair.
And also, he has to worry about Vandal Season 2, where he has to play as War.
That is true.
He has to focus on that.
He has to play baby.
You can't take that away from him.
I'm not.
You can't do it.
I'm not taking that away from him. I'm ready for that, actually. I need to bring this down. I need to bring this guy down. Come here there, sir. Okay, that should be good. I'm going to pet the cute dinosaur.
Dinosaur.
War, who idolizes her parents above all else and is basically a shonen protag. She's the shonen protagonist. And then I'm gonna be John Dosh, baby boy. Punch baby. Oh, I gotta stretch real quick. Ugh. Oh man, there we go. Meanwhile, Peace is a fucking gung-ho little crackhead. I also love the idea that they're just the opposite of their names. I really hope my show survives C1 because I want her to basically be an old Phasmite babushka training a new generation of Twilight Reapers. Oh,
Yeah.
babushka.
So you gotta remember, the things that Basil sees aren't always the true timeline.
They aren't always real.
Yeah. You gotta parse that shit.
Or you turn the tables to where it's going in the direction he wants if he sees something he doesn't like.
Knowledge is power. But the thing is that you get way too much knowledge, and what the fuck do you mean that there's 87 different outcomes for how I stubbed my toe on this table this morning?
Yeah? Alright. As much as I love men with huge hips, Kotosian men don't have hips this big. Not usually. It's usually the whammon with the big hips. So I'm gonna bring this in.
Yeah, as you can also notice, there's a stark amount of futures he's seeing with not a lot of Basil in it. Whereas a lot of it had Basil just kind of like sitting at the edge of oblivion. Now it's like the happier ones are the ones where he's not there.
Hey man, that's not cool.
It sucks. Dude, fucking my boy Justin got done dirty.
Poor Justin. Hey, he got a hot boy, so it's fine.
Yeah, in an alternate timeline, but like...
Alternate timeline boy is still boy.
Well, yeah, but what I'm saying is like, it's always a raw deal for the Chronomancer. Always.
Well, because they're detached from the timeline now.
Yeah, they're separated, and
They
it's like,
they don't count.
Yeah.
They're not allowed. Silly and dark question. Could human resources be called Soylent Green?
What?
Maybe? No, wait. I asked this earlier.
Yeah.
I'm confused. I don't know what that would mean.
It was a movie, I think. Silent Green.
Was it? Oh.
I believe so.
Human food. Oh. Oh, I get it. Okay, I get it now. To serve man.
Yummy.
Oh. Okay, I get that now. It's a cookbook! That's all I know about that movie. That was a movie, right?
Silent Green is made from people. Oh shit, it's people burgers?
I'm gonna eat it. We won! I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna eat the people burgers.
Okay.
People burgers. Oh yeah, I'm gonna give this guy a wider chin. Also, do you like the little jowls I got going on these guys?
Yeah, that's what I thought. Silent Green was from a movie, and then... Oh, I didn't know about Serve Man from Twilight Zone.
Yeah, oh, it is Twilight Zone. I was about to say, how is that a movie?
I'm not super smart. I don't know all these references.
No, you're okay. I just know it because I know Twilight Zone.
I don't. I've only watched a few episodes of
Also,
Twilight Zone.
no, that's understandable. There's so much fucking Twilight Zone now. Because it was like a show in the 60s or something
Well, yeah,
like that?
I
50s, 60s?
I know what Twilight Zone is, I just haven't watched a ton of it.
I mean, nowadays you don't have to. A lot of movies and shows have like referenced it and like taken from it. So you know a lot more Twilight Zone references than you think.
Yeah.
Because it's just everywhere now.
Because it's.
Yeah, I didn't know about Soylent Green, but I know to certain
I knew
fans.
about Soylent Green, but I didn't know about Twilight Zone. I'm opposite.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, To Serve Man is an episode where aliens show up and they're like, "Hey, we're gonna do this cool thing. Here's a book on how to serve you because teehee, we're gonna serve you." And humans are like, "Oh, cool, we're getting servants." And then the twist at the end is serve
They
as
get
in
served
food.
as in food, yeah.
And then the dude's already
You're for dinner.
Yeah,
It's time to do-
basically.
Yeah.
And then the dude at the end is like, "It's a cookbook," and they're like, "Oh shit!" And everyone shits them their pants.
How to make testicular stew.
Fun fact: we were, but we might pick it back up soon. We were watching a show that I found called Pluribus, and apparently it's just a giant Twilight Zone reference.
I figured.
Also, I figured out what pluribus means. It's like a thing that we have on our money or something, or our constitution or whatever. I think it's like pluribus something unum, and it means all is one or something like that.
Like our nation is one.
Yeah, something like that.
That's what it's supposed to reference.
Mm-hmm. Pluribus is really good, by the way, for those who are...
Solid.
I've heard pluribus is good. It is, it's pretty good. Yeah, e pluribus unum.
pluribus
Thank you,
unum,
that's
yeah.
what it is. Yeah, it means all are one or something like that.
Yeah. Pluribus is pretty good.
I like it. I like it so far.
It's not my 10 out of 10, but it's a solid 8.
I personally really like it, but that's because I like that kind of stuff. I'm not gonna go into what it's about because that, once again, I've told this to Leon. It's hard to explain without giving away the twist of the first episode. Another movie filled with pop
Lebowski.
culture references is The Big Lebowski. Yeah, I've heard that. I'm sure I don't think I've watched The Big Lebowski, but
Where's the money, Lebowski?
Oh, never mind. I've seen some of
down
it.
there. I think it's down there.
Where's the money,
Put me back down
Lebowski?
there. Where's the money, shithead?
Where's the money, shithead? My favorite of that is the Catholic priest fucking dunking the kid over and over like chicken nuggies. Doing a baptism for a baby, and he's just fucking flipping that bitch up back and forth. Yeah, out of many one. Yeah, Pluribus, highly recommend. It's really good. If you like suspense, I wouldn't call it horror per se, but it does have its creepy moments. It's more of a suspense thinking show, and it's a slow burn kind of show. It also has a lot of long shots.
Big hair Soshi.
Sawooshi, thank you for joining and have a good day. Wait. Am I the only one who gives a damn about the rules? Yes. I also know a lot about that one movie.
Lebowski in fucking years.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen it, but I do know the references. Where's the money, Lebowski? Oopsies. Alright, so males don't have nipples. Sorry, boys. But that's because they don't have the W chromosome. I should probably go into my stuff that I've been doing off world building. So, in world building, I wasn't drawing these guys per se during World Building Wednesdays. I was drawing them just... I'll milk him anyway. Whoa! Nice. But this is how I see their life stages working. So, this is the egg. After they do their business, the man puts himself inside the lady. Bing, bong, boom. Magic happens. Material exchange happens. And then he goes and does what he needs to. I don't know, smoke a underwater cigarette or whatever. And when she's purged, this is how the eggs develop. Now, she can have usually 2 to 3, but sometimes they can go up to 5 or 6 fertile eggs. But she'll usually have about 6 sitting in her. Thank you for the pet. Flex. He shoots his goo! Yeah, I just heard Leon when I read that.
Shoots goo.
Shoots goo! And this is how the eggs develop. On the first week after insemination, it starts to grow this tiny little speck on the yolk of the egg. And the egg is semi-transparent, it's inside of her, and it just chills. By week 8, the yolk has attached itself to the side of the egg or underneath the egg. It could be in the bottom, anywhere really. And the little baby starts to develop. It starts to get the ends of its little tentacles. It starts to get its eyes. But it doesn't have anything noticeable that makes it a fetus. Because, fun fact, a blastocyst is basically like the egg that's been divided a few times, but it's nothing but a clump of cells. An embryo is when it starts to develop some things here and there, and it starts to look like that weird little pink shrimp thingy. That's the embryo. The fetus is when it starts to actually look like a baby, where it has its head, its eyes, its organs, its hands and feet. It lost that little tail that the shrimp has. So whenever I say, spawn or blastocyst, fetus, embryo, that's what I mean. I'm talking...
Oh.
What the fuck? No! I'm talking about the different stages of gestational development in the womb/egg. Scramp! Yeah, the scramp. Let me actually look this up. Okay, so trigger warning, I guess, for people who don't like birth. Jesus Christ, babe. Fucking bear. So this is what I'm talking about here. This would be the blastocyst. It would basically just be a bunch of clumps of cells hanging out. And then it attaches to the uterine lining. And then it starts to develop a placenta. And the placenta starts to feed the baby. For these guys, it works the same way with the yolk. The yolk is the placenta. Except they're not feeding off the mother, they're feeding off of whatever the mom gave them before they became fertile in the egg. This would be about the embryo stage where they don't fully look like anything. I would consider this peak embryo, right? And now here is when they start looking a lot more baby-like. And about this period is when I would say they're entering full fetus mode.
If I'm dying.
And then here is when they're hatched. Or birthed. And you can see it here as well. Most of the fetal period is after all of this sensitive development period happens. This is the embryonic stage. And then by the time the embryonic stage and the highly sensitive period is done, and they get their ears, they pass into the second trimester and are now closer to that of a fetus. So that's what I mean when I say this sort of stuff. Also, I'm going to boop you. So I put week 54 fetus here. They don't look like this by week 54. It's not like week 8 to 54. They're just a nebulous blob. I put week 54 because that's when they start becoming hatchable. Because these guys develop in an egg, and up until that yolk disappears, they're just in there sitting with the yolk. At about the last week before they hatch, that stuff disappears. They pop out of the egg, and they're this little hatchling baby. And this is how they look when they're first hatched. Huh?
Do you like Charlistifer?
Who?
Charlistifer.
Who the fuck is Charlistifer?
You may know him as Quizzing Horse.
Oh. Yeah, he's cool.
Sweet.
I heard a combat horse wants to bang Levi.
Which one, though?
I don't know, you never said. He's a butthole. He's a butthole to me. You're a dork! Actually, let me look this up before I make sure I'm giving you bad.
Yeah, look up Charlistifer Quizman, and that's
No,
Quizzing
I'm
Horse.
good.
Can't call me a dork. My dad owns a dealership.
No, it doesn't.
Dude, shut up! Oh, that's a
Yeah,
lot.
fetus is developing baby between the 11th week of pregnancy. That's what it is. Just out here making out with each other, I see. Your dad? He's a swell guy. What do you think about that, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, he's pretty fucking
Yeah.
epic.
He's pretty cool. I think he's cool. Bear roar. Alrighty, so this is infant. This is what they look like when they're first pushed out and they're chilling in the water. They are fully aquatic at this point when they're infants. Were you okay? Are you crying?
I'm dying.
Don't.
I'm on
Thanks.
my way out.
Don't. Thanks.
I remember you all on the other side.
If you die, no more kisses.
No more kisses.
No kisses. No kisses for you one if you die.
Well, I guess you're not getting kisses. Anyway, this is the infant. They're very cute. They're little chubby babies. And then as a toddler, they start becoming less aquatic. They start getting their hands. Their tentacles start coming up, and they get that second pair of hands as well. Second pair of arms. They also start having their gills a little more puffed out of their body because they're getting ready to walk on land. They also, I love the idea of them Roombaing around. Like, because they can't fully walk like normal people, but they can, like, scoot. I like the idea of them scooting.
Scootalootin'.
Yeah, they're scooting, but they're still usually hanging out in the water. By the time they're in the child stage, for us that would be about 5. For them it would be about 7 or 8. They are fully formed in the legs, and they can waddle around on their leggies. And then this is them being pubescent, where they're just starting to hit puberty. The little ones, the little ladies here, they start differentiating between sexes. So up until this point, you're just treated as the same sex. You're a third sex that, like, they don't care about. You're a third gendered individual with no discernible role in your life. But once you start showing this, you start being separated from each other, from the other gender, and you start doing stuff that relates to you. Like, girls are taught how to, like, fucking rule a household and shit like that, because this is a matriarchy. Men are taught how to scout more, how to explore their areas. Because, while girls are there to learn how to keep the home base safe, basically, wouldn't agender be more appropriate? Well, yeah, well, agender, third gender, for them it would be the same thing. You'd be like a non-specific third gender that is just treated like a kid. But the moment you start showing signs of development, then they start putting you in a role. A gender role for your, genderant, yeah, basically. You have no gender, ergo you have no responsibilities. But the moment you start showing, pubescent development, that's when you start learning how to do shit. Respective of your gender. And then here's teenagers. They're fully formed, but they're still not quite fully developed as an adult. They're a little shorter. And then here I'm drawing the elders, where they're droopy.
What if I'm dead?
They're not allowed to be dead. Thanks.
Blah.
No! What did I say? Not allowed. Fucking out here bourbon. He said, "Good." You alright, babe?
I'm dying on the inside and the outside.
Why would you do that? Don't. Alright, their arms are a little blumby. Here we go. Desmond's gonna draw an elder goblin and just be a self-portrait. Hey, man! What the fuck? Where? Babe.
What? What do you want? Okay, yeah, be about burping?
No.
Because I won't listen.
I was gonna say, if you could choose for me to be any race in Eldritch Nova,
Goblin. Goblin.
why would it be a Goble?
Because, yeah, that's my jam.
You're like dark goth fuckers that are short stack. What do you mean?
Yeah. The fuck do you mean? You know who I am by now. You know my pick immediately. If you knew me for longer than like 12 minutes, you would know that's like my thing.
I understand. Alright, so this guy's also flabby after age. But there's nothing wrong with having a bit of chunk after aging. You're allowed. I'm gonna give him a bit of tummy.
Ugh. I'm experiencing some fucking inner thorns.
I hear. He's also gonna have thicker thighs.
Yes.
What's the species that means that's like Timu Twilight? Oh, the underlings? The one that's targeted at me specifically.
That's also me too.
You mean the dudes that I included in Eldritch Nova? 'Cause it's gonna be funny? And also I'm not doing anything with them in Eldritch Classic? Here, look, I'll show you. Oh, look. Where are they? Here they are!
Well, I like the small.
You like the
midnight
Gobles a
Twilight.
little more, yeah.
Yeah. But like, I see. Like those are also really good.
Yeah, they're basically my budget Twilight. Well, okay, I didn't mean to make them look like Twilight the first time I made them. I wanted to make cool cave people, and I'm like, of course they'd be really pale because they're not touching the sun. Of course they'd have glowing eyes. I like the idea of them having really saturated hair, too. And then I was like, but what if they had black markings that stretched over the course of their lives because the black gives them a better camouflage for things that can differentiate between shades. And oops, I made a Twilight. That's like 8 foot tall and waist length hair would fix me. 8 foot tall. You know what? That's fair. Also, huge tits. Fair. So yeah, I made my budget Twilight, but you know what? We love them anyway.
Oh.
Okay, I think I made the elders.
I need to find people that want to play Final Fantasy XI with me. So I think that'd be really chill. But also I'm making my own MMO, so I have no time to play Final Fantasy XI.
That's fair.
It'd be cool. We don't even have to play original, like fucking retail Final Fantasy XI. We can play Cat's Eye. So you don't have to spend money.
I would hope so. Also, I'm thinking once I'm finished with these sheets, because I am making the Orcrin sheet as well, I might put it on my Nova playbook as just something extra you can look at if you want to. But it's not anything you have to do with, you know?
Yeah, that's fair.
It's something you don't have to look at, but it's something there if you want to do, and I think that'd be really fun. Alrighty, let's color these babies!
You have become
I have become Detroit baby.
Detroit become tiny.
Detroit become baby.
Also, have you noticed my pupils get bigger when I close my eyes? Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
You'll
You're
also get
cool.
smaller when I go.
Yeah.
Go. Alright, I'll back up out of your face.
Oh.
Detroit become
I
baby.
kissed you on the face.
Mama, mama, mama.
Mama,
Mama, mama, mama, mama.
mama, mama, mama.
Look at this baby. Gibya.
Oh.
Would you hold one of the tiny babies?
I would hold one and give it a treat in the mouth.
Oh. So he go little one, eat food. Look at him.
Grow big and strong.
Cute. Look at me, so scumbly.
Hello? Butler Jenga? Okay. I will put Blippi in the chair.
Lib.
Libo goes on the chair. That's my head. The chair is my head.
One more stream until I get my 35.
Oh. Yeah, you're so powerful. Okay, I need to do something real quick. I need to look at how I did this.
Yeah. I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, I
I'm
did
going
color
to make
colors.
sure that everyone
Yeah, I did. Okay.
that wants to play games with me gets a high five.
We'll have 5. Yeah! Ratatouille, this big... We one become burpy.
Falling apart at the seams.
Ba-ba-da-ma-na. Ba-ba-da-ma-na-ma-na-ma-na. Ba-ba-da-ma-na. Ba-ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Ba-ma-na. Ba-ba-ba-da-ba-da-ma-na. You're so cute. There we go. Those of you who don't know what I'm doing, I'm cleaning these up because there's spaces here that hide extra pixels of color, and I'm cleaning it out.
What if I smooch you on the beehole?
My beehole? Ask it nicely first. Are you gonna ask my beehole nicely?
Yeah.
Okay, good. As long as you're, you get permission from it, man. That's all I care about, That's all I really care about. As long as you get permission from my bubble, that's fine. Okay, so that's done. Now I can finish these guys. Nothing going on with the hair. That's good. It's like a tiny space here. And then the tentacles.
Now. Old grandpa now.
Okay, so everything should be cleaned up now. And I can start the second layer of color. Oh, wait.
Hi, Gil. Yeah, tummy.
Tummy on my squid people. They have tums. They have a chubbiness to them once they're older. Some of them can be chubby, like, not as an elder, but, when they get older, they do tend to just gain a bit of weight, and that's just how it happens. That's just how it works. I'm going through my colors, don't mind me. I might put a not to scale for the elders, because the females are huge. As you can see here, the ladies are big, and the dudes go to tit height. So, like, realistically, this elder would actually go to about this height. But I kept them the same height, just for, comparison's sake. What?
Your name is Baby Chincharo.
Bark, 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 bark.
You're like a Noibat, but smaller.
What the hell? That's so mean. I got called a Noibat. Me. Got a piece of hair on me. What the heck? There we go. Don't hurt yourself, babe. Alright, so here's the little guy. Fully done with his yolk. Fully done eating his yolk. Or her. It could be a lady. I don't know yet. It could be a them bee. I'm sure they have a concept of...
Squid?
It's a squid baby. Congrats, it's a squid.
Congrats, it's squid.
It's
There's
squid.
also milk that the squid could go nom on.
Also,
Squilk.
I kind of fucked that up. Hold on. I went the wrong way. That's what I wanted to do. Squilk. Gross.
Oh. It's just for a baby.
Squilk.
Fucking Shitterton.
Okay, I need to figure out how I do these. So, this... Let's go through their base real quick. This is their base color. 2 is their secondary color. 3 is their crest and stripes. 4 is their everything else. So this would technically be 4. This would be 3. And then 2 would be the colors. Okay. I'm gonna have the yolk be color number 2, just for the sake of it. Alrighty, so I wouldn't say they were developing their little spritzes over here. It would be about the time they're a fetus they would start developing it. So they would have this going on here. And then by the time they're hatched, it's kind of covering some of their head, but it's mostly relegating itself to their limbs. And then on the inside, you don't see it. Like so. There we go. So that would be the little spots. Look at this grumpy little guy. Look at you, Gumpy. Gumpy baby. Baby, look at him. He Gumpy.
Gumpy.
He Gumpy. Yeah, that should be fine. And then this follows these three. And then this follows this. And this will stay open and white, like the rest of their face. There we go. Because they do have these, like, cute little freckles on their face. And then, as you can see here, it will follow this. Barrel! And you can see that this little patch of white has stretched out.
I'm gonna wait for that one day when we have children and one of them's just like, "Hey, Dad, I found a game." I'm like, "Oh, really, buddy? What is it?" I don't know if you've ever heard about it, but it's called a RuneScape, and I'm gonna be like, "Son, sit the fuck down, but to blow your mind."
Found this cool retro game.
Like, oh, sick, and Mario 64, you know, and something like that. No, it's RuneScape. I'm like, I'm about to show you some shit, kid.
You wanna...
It's like, why are you logging on RuneScape? What are you doing?
The
Blam.
kid's gonna know RuneScape because you're gonna be playing it all the time.
Well, you don't know that.
Yes, I do.
I could be a piece of shit and just never talk to him ever about it, never make a connection, and then that one day he thinks he has me on something. Blam, RuneScape,
You're so mean.
and he's like, "Oh,
Dwayne! You know who I am. You know.
I just
who
got
I am.
40 attack, Dad." I'm like, "Yeah, fucking pump that shit up." I'm at 94. I'm at 94. Let me go check my account. Hold on.
He said, logging into RuneScape.
I'm just coming up with ways to be a asshole to our potential future legacy.
Why?
Nah, I'm gonna share him and be like, "Dude, let's go fucking run bandos. Come with me, you little shit."
Come with me.
87 attack, but 92 strength. I'm a big, strong boy.
Oh, big strong man.
They call me the Girth Hammer.
You are the girth hammer.
You don't have to agree with everything I fucking say.
Damn, he's the fucking girth hammer, y'all! Why are you laughing?
No, because like the way you said it at first, it's like, "You are the Girth Hammer."
Yes, honey, you're the girth hammer. Yes, love, whatever love says. And you're like, shut the hell up.
Shut the hell.
Shut the
How much a
Yortel.
Torva right now? Probably too expensive. Too expensive.
He said, ooh, ooh, no, too rich for my blood. This cute little baby. Now, they're not always striped. Sometimes they have no stripes, and sometimes they have like little spots like this.
The thing is, I still have full Bandos. Bandos is fine,
Yeah.
but it's not Torva. So I'm not even the coolest guy anymore.
You're not even the coolest guy anymore. I'm sorry, babe.
It's alright, I'm a piece of shit.
No, you're just baby.
You're baby, fuck you!
What the hey? I will save! I pushed the save button.
What doesn't?
Yes?
Did you save?
Yes.
Or you're...
Yeah.
But...
I saved.
But did you save?
Yep. I can do it again.
Yeah, like, just give him one more, give him one more little
Yep,
tappy.
yep, it's saved.
There you go.
Yep.
Cool.
Saved.
Yeah.
Yep.
But are you sure you saved?
Not for what I just put down, no.
Oh,
See, the thing about art is if you save it, and you draw another line and it's suddenly unsaved again. Do you want to know why? Because it's been updated.
what do you mean self-deprecation? I didn't say shit!
With a steel chair from the top rope, I'm going to beat the self-deprecation out of the bear. Hi. I am unsmalled! Oh no. I have been unsmalled. Excellent. Thank you, Dread.
De-smallin'?
Yeah, the desmallinator. Ow, oof. You just wanted to throw me. You said you were a piece of shit. She's gonna fight you. Even if it's jokey, she's gonna fight you.
Come back.
You're coming. You're going down.
Don't be that way.
You're going down.
I'm gonna sit here for the next 28 hours fighting gargoyles.
Uh-oh.
Take that.
Why are you hurting Marco?
Get fucked!
He's a good boy. He doesn't deserve this.
Got my Grazi rapier.
Y'all, he's hurting my boy
Avernic
Marco.
Defender. I got my
Do
rock
people
hammer.
here even know who Marco is?
Probably not. Because he's a shitter bastard.
Marco's my gargoyle. He's my gargoyle sync character. He's a gargoyle hero. He's got horns and wings and funny feet.
He ain't no G.
But he's G. Is he the G? Yes. You didn't give me an answer. You can't give me time to answer. Oh! I see. Yeah, well, you should know him because you're in Trivium. Yeah, he's my gargoyle, baby. Gargoyle? More like gargoyle these nuts! Wow!
go!
Let's see if I can find a picture of him. He's a good boy. He's very cute and very friendly, but he's also very sociable and very touchy. So if you don't like physical affection, he is not the guy for you. But if you like hugs... Yeah, I know, dickhead! I was trying to type it out. I like how that's just what I hear now when like in Weewan's voice. Let's see, I drew a portrait of him recently. Here he is, my Bowie! Is this guy. I love him. He's very, very handsome. Very handsome young man. I know, because I drew him to be like that. He's also... this guy. This might upset me, man. There he is. He's coming and get you, boy.
Dickhead.
Dickhead. Yeah, he pretty. He pretty boy. And I love him. He's my son. I love you, what the hell? Can't believe you're hurting Marco, my son. Alright, I need to get off my fur affinity. Whoa, that's some real homosexual behavior right there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a piece of butt. Like between two men.
No, whatever, you like men. Just like me. Lilin likes boys.
Oh my god, Lilin, you like boys.
That's gay and also straight. And it's straight up gay.
Whoa!
Hey man! I like girls too. Yeah, I said it's straight and okay, but you still like boys. And MBs, still like boys.
Boy liker.
Bet you'll still kiss a man. Yeah! Yeah, well, me too!
I have depth of character.
Character and my tits are huge. You know what, that's fair. Also, Lilin, does it bother you that my my squid people is in book 4 while that other book was book 1? Cause that shit was hilarious when you're like, where the fuck is book 2 and 3? I'm like, tee. It doesn't bother me. It bothers me a lot. Lilin, if I make you a hypothetical book 2 and 3, would you feel better? Then I post book 8, and Lilin's like, fucking hell! Stop! For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, I've been making fake, I say quote-unquote fake because I don't know if they're going to be fake forever, but I am posting currently fake book covers that I've been drawing to kind of like practice my soft shading, and I made one book called, it's like book 1 of a series, and then I made another one, book 4 of a series, and the one's like, bitch! Right up until the monkey paw curls in book 3, Skitters! Oh, that's Skitters. No, I know what book 2 will be, because I already have this idea in my head. I already have this boy in my noggin. Because, I drew a guy, right? I drew a guy. And it's going to be a pseudo-sequel to what this could be. Here, let me open this stuff. Because I really do want to make these real things. These are currently books that are not written. I will warn you now, I have not written any of these. But it'd be really cool if one day this was written, and then a sequel would be about this guy, because he's a dope ass. This is the first time I soft shaded, by the way. I want this to be book 2. I don't know what book 3 would be. I just said book 3 because I don't know. But then after that, it'll be book 4, my squid people, I guess. They're random. I can change the number whenever I want. I can choose that whenever I want. I just find it really funny that Lillian gets upset about it. Because he's like, hey man, what the fuck? And it's really cute and funny. Book 517 Gobles. Oh. I would love to make a book of my species. Like every species I've made, I would like to make a book about. I think that'd be fun. Which means there would be books about things that skitter. Warning you now. We gotta get the Desmond Dracula version of All Tomorrows. Oh no, not All Tomorrows. I'm not gonna be that cruel. Although everyone's technically going through their own All Tomorrows in my world. Everyone's a fucking science experiment as far as certain species go that are millions of years old. Humans included. You think humans are safe? They are not. They are also a species that's been experimented on. How and why and when and where, I can't say yet. Because those are spoilies. But it has happened.
Also, thank you for the pet. Thank you, Laurels.
Alrighty, so those are done.
Oh shit, you've been crabbed.
I've been crabbed? Turns you into a crab? No! I've been crabbed. How dare you crab me? Is this the song that I keep getting stuck in my head? I don't know what this is. It's not saying what the name of the song is, and that makes me very sad. Not the carcinization. I got carcinized. Something 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 homestuck something something.
Tomorrow is whenever you guys go into the Adamantial sewers.
I'm excited. Hey, is that lump of melted shit still there that Hania did?
Probably not. That's fucking like 20 years ago. They probably cleaned that shit up.
That shit was hilarious. We rolled to have a like an oh shit check. I rolled successfully. Hania realized that there was an asshole above us and nuked that fucker to Kingdom Come. And I'm pretty sure that's when Gangler was like, yeah, no, this is the mother of my children. This lady's having my kids, and I am not stopping her. That shit was hilarious. It was inevitable. Not the crab. All return to crab. But yeah, Hania melted a poor fucking slime to oblivion. Welcome home, Daddy. You okay? What? What if I called you Papi Chulo instead?
Stop it. No.
Papi Chulo is so fucking funny to me. Ganondorf el Papi Chulo. Suavemente. Anyway. Mwah. You know you love me. Even if I'm a shitter.
You baby.
You know I'm baby and you love me.
Yeah.
Even though I'm shitter. Oh, that's way too much. Way too many freckles. Yellow adorable laughs. No! I'm just a bastard that likes fucking with it.
I will fucking battle you.
See? It's funny. I like making him angry. But in like the fake angry. Where he only pretends that he's going to attack me. Wedding photos when? We're already married!
Fun fact, we got married in a garage.
Yeah. I don't care.
I don't either.
I think I would have had a heart attack if we had like a wedding that was thousands of dollars.
So I'm cool with a big wedding like that if and only if we have enough food to basically kill us for like the next week and a half. So like
If
the
that's
thing
where
is, it's like
if that's where the money's going is food, you're like yes.
yeah, like so so I would love like if we did have one.
Mhm.
I would love to have a wedding where it's just like something super simple with like the fucking, fucking the reception or whatever. And then we immediately went to fucking die on food for the next like half an hour, and then we just
Spoiler
explode.
alert, I will never get married in a church.
No, I'm good. I think I'd burst the flames with my fucking
Heathen
heretic
ass.
ass.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys know this, but we aren't Christian. I was raised in that, which is probably what made me go, wow, this is dumb. And then I pulled away. Oh, I didn't color his little hair tendrils. Oops. Does that mean you fine-tuned your bat? Ah, eek, eek, eek. What does that mean I'm fine-tuned? What does this mean? Garage activities. Whoa.
Hello. I hear you doing baby eekies.
I'm doing baby ickies for you. Oh, it doesn't matter. Okay. Doesn't be like, it's very small. What the fuck? I'm fucking leaving. Water. I'm being called small, babe. They're calling me little. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm being called little.
Yeah.
Fight for my honor.
It's true.
No.
You am baby.
Me turned into tiny baby. Okay, yeah, that's how I do the strikies. Just making sure I get the stripies correct. Which some of them are kind of warbly. But it depends on the Catosian. Not all of them have stripes. Not all of the stripes are wiggly. I think I'll color the underwear with the eyes and all that. Eh? Why did I not erase this? Excuse me. Ooh. There we go. Better. Okay, that should be good. No, wrong one. Should probably move it over here so I can see what the fuck I'm doing, huh? Yeah, I thought that was gonna happen, but that's okay. I can just clean this up. There we go. Okay. Hat. Now I give her stripies. Stripe.
Yay, Relentless Handed Sword. I got the fucking smashing the gold.
Nice. Gross, I'm sorry. That was a ramen burp. Ow, that was a hiccup.
That's the kind of randomizer I'm looking for.
Eh?
There's just a fucking gaping dragon where there would be a Black Knight and Dark Souls 1. That's
Oh,
my favorite
no.
kind.
That's horrifying. The gaping dragon. I forgot to tell Blue Sky I'm live. I need that to be a fucking redeem or something and be like, hey, remind me to tell Blue Sky I'm live. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Y'all, it's fine. Yeah, I told Blueski. I really like the squid designs. My little squid baby designs are really cool. Oh wait, hold on. Forgot to do this. Gills. What is this? Which song is it?
Which one? That's Bloody Tears. No. Yeah, that's Bloody Tears.
Oops. My mouse glitch! What the fuck? Hold up.
Oh, it's because there's a piece of hair.
Yeah, I had to unmute your stream for a bit to hear. But yeah, it's Bloody Tears.
Yeah, it was like a guitar version, so it was kind of hard for me to process it.
Yeah.
Because I am listening to remixes. I'm not just listening to the originals, I'm listening to, like, what people have made as well.
I know.
So sometimes when it's, like, different, I'm like, what is that?
Man, why do you do that?
Okay, and the little suckers are on their own color. Suckers. Hi, Salem. Good morning.
Good morning, Jan. Pet, pet, pet.
Good morning.
Hello, hello.
Olo.
Hello. Also, I have determined that I want to do Eldritch Nova, since you are interested in it, on a Sunday, just to do session 0 at least, and then figure out better scheduling later. And then we can have a session 0 maybe either this Sunday or next Sunday. I feel like next Sunday would be better, though, if people are interested. Sunday works. Yay! We're good. Look at this baby boy. Oh, big stretch.
Explode.
I did. I exploded. I did big stretchies. And now I'm sitting here cross-legged like a little man. Giga! What the heck, Arsenic? Hi, welcome in. How you doing? How you doing? Are we doing okay? I'm just drawing squid people. Hot squid people. Squeeple! As people here have called them. And by people, I mean Lilin, I guess. And me. Right now I'm drawing them in their different life stages. This is when they're babies. I say babies, more pubescent, when they start developing into their respective roles, and that society will go, okay, you're gonna do this now. I'm going through it. I am sorry to hear that. I hope you're doing okay. Going through it is never fun. Yeah, my nose. Yeah. this baby boy his eyes. With tentacles. Tentacles.
Squinticles.
Squinticles. Squinticles. Look at these babies with their squinticles. Babe.
Oh.
Do you like my little squid babies?
They're very cool.
Oh, thank. But I mean, like,
They're pretty cool.
I want to hold one.
Cool.
Cool. Didn't leave work yesterday until midnight. Ooh. Got home at 1 a.m. Didn't sleep until 4:30. Slept like ass because it's a bare mattress. Oh no. Woke up to a bloody nose and I have a double today? Oh my god. Arsenic
Jesus.
buddy.
When it fucking rains, it pours fucking turds, I guess. Golly.
I hope you're doing good. Sorry about the nosebleed. I wonder why that happened.
You fucking shitter bastard.
Sounds like one of those chug an energy drink and fucking just power through it days, huh? I've had those days before.
Especially during teaching, it was just like, please, just kill me. Just get it over with. You definitely want me dead. Just do it.
That sounds about right.
And then Jesus Christ was like, no, man, you're cool. We just gotta make sure you suffer a little bit.
Just you gotta make sure you suffer a little bit.
And you're like, I'm gonna staple my nuts to my leg and do a backflip. It's gonna be fucking epic.
Cowspots is funny. Because I know that's some shit he said.
Mm-hmm.
What else did he say? I'd rather shit in my hands and clap.
Yeah. I'm gonna shut up before I date your mom. And,
Yeah, shut up before
marry
you
her.
date your mom and make your bedtime earlier. That's
No, fucking. You're running over the entire fucking joke.
No, that's the joke.
No, he said, shut up before I date your mom, marry her, and then make your bedtime earlier. It's great. Don't disrespect his jokes like that.
I'm not.
You gotta go through the entire thing.
I'm sorry.
If you're gonna do it, you better do it correctly.
Jeez.
And if you don't, I'll eat your bones.
Those are my bones. I need those.
What a boneless idiot.
No! My bones! Guys,
Oh my god.
everyone's trying to eat my bones. Right now, I'm downing chicken fingers, wings, fries, toast, and a quesadilla, a Diet Coke, cookies, and a cookie butter milkshake before I play Frogger, getting to the store to buy a Red Bull and ramen to last the weekend. Holy shit!
What a fucking breakfast of champions. Oh my Christmas.
Arsenic.
By the way, good fucking choice of soda, by the way.
Diet
Diet
Coke,
Coke
yeah.
is my favorite.
I don't
So.
know, a cookie butter milkshake sounds really good. Can I have what he's having? A quesadilla, chicken fingers, toast, fries, wings, and a cookie butter milkshake sound really good.
Dude, you're gonna have a diabolical shit later. Like, I
yeah,
really have
I'm
that.
mostly worried for your stomach now.
Yeah, it's alright. That's what work time bathroom is for.
You know what? That's fair. Red Bull and ramen.
Dude.
To be fair, I lived my ass off of Rockstar when I was working.
I lived off of
bled
Diet Coke and
Rockstar.
Spite.
Spite. Why is Castlevania music so good?
It fucking rules.
Oh, sorry. Burpee Boy Bimbus over here, I'm sorry. Stealing his job, y'all. It's because Smelly Man's not here either, so I have to fill in, you know? I have to fill in for him and everyone.
What, burping?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm fucking burping.
Yeah, but like, I'm taking your job. I don't know why I'm so burpy, but I'm burpy. Or maybe I'm just becoming more comfortable on stream to the point where I'm like, eh, fuck it, and then I just burp in front of all of you. Oh, what am I doing? Don't be a dum-dum. Wrong layer, idiot! This goes on this one, dummy. Sorry, I have to yell at myself for being a fucking idiot. There was a worse time. It was 2 a.m. and I went to a Jack in the Box and ordered 2 junior bacon cheeseburgers, 2 chicken sandwiches, 3 egg rolls, a chicken teriyaki bowl, 2 large curly fries, a meat lover's burrito, a vanilla shake, and 2 large cokes before settling down for a 14-hour game session of Baldur's Gate 3. Oh, and 2 tacos.
Oh, couldn't forget the 2 fucking tacos. That'd be fucking diabolical.
Jeez, arsenic, I mean, to be fair, okay, so if you ate the 2 bacon cheeseburgers and a taco, I guess, with some fries, and then you had the chicken sandwiches later, 3 egg rolls, burrito, where is all of that going?
So
I would want to throw up after 1 burger and a bit of hands of fry.
So, like, I used to eat a ton, but not anymore.
I
But like,
can't.
I could put away big food back then when I was a younger man.
If I'm ordering that much food, that shit is staying in the fridge for like the next 3 days.
Yeah.
And I'm eating it like as leftovers.
Yeah, so like, whenever we go to Jack in the Box, I usually get the Mega Munchie box, which comes with like a bunch of nuggets, a bunch of tiny tacos.
Yeah,
and a
but
bunch
that's
of fries.
both of us eating it. I had it down in like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Are you sure you're not like a speed eater in disguise? Are we talking to Matt Stoney?
Yeah.
Is this Matt? Is this him?
Yeah. Masterman, is that you?
Is this the guy? I'm not, like, yelling at you by any means. I'm scared and impressed by your power. Because my dumb little ass would be dead. I could not do that. I ate like a tiny little bat. I'm like, half a sandwich and fries, please, thanks.
I got a Granite Mall, yay!
Noise.
I can't wait to sell that for 190,000 coins on the Grand Exchange.
Grand Exchange. Listen, spite is a hell of a motivator. It's what kept me up 38 hours straight once. Oh my bug weight. I mean, that's fair. I understand spite. Not a lot of you guys will ever see this side of me, but I can be a petty motherfucker. Granted, I'm petty to the right people. I'm not gonna be petty just because someone did something stupid. I guess the term for petty is literally just staying away from fuckos. Because some people are fuckos. I can be a bit of a little spite monster, though, whenever, like, it comes to gaming. It fuels me. But only sometimes. I know with my art, I'm a baby little bumpkin. I'm like, you like it? Please say you like it. And I need pets on my head and reassurance. But if it's a video game and someone tells me, ha, bitch, you can't do that, I'll be like, fucking bet! And then I go do it. Like when, Juge, for instance, bet I wouldn't pull a $20 card in a card sim. Pulled a $43 card. That shit was hilarious. First card, too. I'm like, fucking watch me. Watch me, actually. Society accepts asshole behavior for it is for vengeance or it's funny. Yeah, if it's for vengeance or if it's funny is probably the best way to describe that. I wouldn't say I'm an asshole, but I can be a little shit. I can be a gremlin for the funnies. Like every time I tell Lilin no, he can't get his Fresno Nightcrawlers because it's funny. See, he think it'd be funny to put him in the game, but what's even funnier is me looking at him and going, hee hee hee, no. You cannot have me. And then one day he's gonna log in and it's gonna be there anyway. Because that's just the kind of person I am. I like saying no to something and then doing it anyway. I don't know why. Apparently that's a neurodivergence thing, but I find it hilarious. I think that's just a human thing. Or maybe a brat thing? It could be a brat thing. I think it's a brat thing. Beep, 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 boo. Boo, 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 boo. What you doing, babe? Selling a thing?
What'd you say to me?
Are you doing your sellies?
I'm discussing stuff, TM.
Hmm?
The one's asking some questions.
Me squinting. Babe, I can't read. I can't read from here.
Those are plans for later, Moki.
All I saw
Those
was
are
a
plans
fucking
for
Bugs
later.
Bunny gif.
Yeah.
Lilin, what are you guys talking about? Teehee. I wanna know. I'm nosy. I mean curious. Teehee. I can't keep secrets. I actually can't keep secrets. I'm a very good secret keeper. If you tell me a secret, and you're like, please don't tell no one, I won't tell no one. I'm very good at secrets. I'm so good at secrets, y'all. You're like, yeah. I'm actually the secret prince of, Estonia. I'm like, oh, I'll keep that a secret. I could be an asshole, but I'm funny. Fair. Once had a friend ask about his chance with this girl I knew. I told him, look, the only reason you wouldn't get in trouble for creeping her out is because you're already in the friend zone. Damn. Sometimes you just gotta tell a boy. You know, sometimes you just gotta tell the homie, you know? Like, sometimes you just gotta let the homie know. Like, bud, listen. I've had to have those tough talks with some of my dude friends. One in particular once. I had to have a rough conversation with him. He's a better man for it now, I'd like to think. Because I called him out on his bullshit, and sometimes you just gotta let him know. There we go. Pretty. So what are you guys discussing? Teehee. Blink, blink, blink. You know what? I'm gonna start a secret conversation with Lillian, and you're not allowed to see it.
Iron Lung was pretty alright.
Have I asked how long Iron Lung was? It was good. I liked it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's a 10 out of 10, but it is a solid 8,
Solid
8.5.
I will say, yeah, 8.5. It's solid. It's a good movie.
I will let you know, if you don't like slow-paced movies, you might not like it, but I like slower shit that, like, lets you just kind of chew the scene for a while.
Yeah, if you like big, quick, it might not be the movie for you. But I feel like every scene has its like own time to breathe, and then the scenes that feel fast are supposed to be that way. It's supposed to be a big tonal shift. Because a lot of the scenes do just like stay for a long time, but then the ones that are disjointed and quick, it's just like whoa, whoa,
whoa. Yeah, I will say the audio mixing was a little off, but I can't tell if that's just because I couldn't tell because if it was just the theater or if it was because of the movie itself. But yeah, some audio you can't really hear sometimes, so you won't really like get what someone's saying, and you're like, oh. But other than that, yeah, no. If they could just fix the audio, I would probably push it back up to a 9. So hopefully they do that for streaming.
Yeah. Which I'm sure they will.
The movie doesn't baby you with gas-paced horror. Yeah, no, it does not baby you at all. It drops you right in. You have to process what's happening, and it just starts, and it's slow and quiet at first. Because it's supposed to... It feels like you're sitting there trying to learn what's happening with the character. For those who don't know what Iron Lung is, that's what it felt like. It felt like a sort of, okay, we're learning together sort of thing. From what I've heard, the audio is specifically a theater-to-theater issue. Some it's fine, some it just doesn't. Okay, if that's the case, then it could just be a theater issue, but I don't know. I've only seen it in our theater, and I will say some of the audio is a little funky. So maybe it sounds fine when it's like on stream and you're listening to it like in your headset, for instance. Maybe it'll sound great. And not to say that the audio was bad, it just sounded a little crinkly here and there, and I could hear like actual crunching near the wall of our speaker a little bit, and I was like, hey, that's not cool. Because I don't know if you noticed, but like halfway through the movie, you saw me looking towards my left. I'm like, what the
Yeah.
I was hearing like distantly, and I'm like, that's the movie.
So did I. Yeah.
Yeah, so it might have been a theater issue. I don't know. Maybe they didn't know how to like convert it. We'll see whenever it starts streaming.
Yeah, once it actually comes to streaming.
I know Mama and Papa Soulguard started asking about it after they learned we watched it, and they're like, what is it? What's it about? It's very cute. Because don't they like watching movies? They like going out.
They love going out to the movies. Oh.
Leon! Oh no, Leon! I lost him. Yeah, I think it was not meshing with some equipment or something. It could be done on purpose to jar you as you watch it. Maybe? Ah. You okay? Leon's computer is acting up. Sorry about that. I'm a burpy boy. I don't know why I'm burpy, but I am. We won lost to the abyss. No! Cecil stole him. No! Cecil, give me back my hubbin. Desmond, I'm connecting the dots. Yes? Which dots? You haven't connected shit. I've connected them. He got on his phone to keep talking to Lilin, this son of a bitch. Cheeky smile bastard. I'm in Leon's DMs giving a Pepe Sylvia rant. What's a Pepe Sylvia rant? What is happening? I want to know. Also, I think Levi is going to share his dark tenants with his caravan soon. Be like, how does this sound? Basil, didn't you want to add something? Like, does that mean if Levi's religion gets off the ground, he'll be like one of the few religions that promotes progress? What you about, you son of a bitch? Also, welcome back. I'm sorry your computer shit on you.
Alright.
So what are you guys talking about?
Huh?
What are you guys talking about?
Bones?
Bones? Talking about bones?
Something like that.
We're talking about bones. Is this about some shit for Basil or Maestro?
Technically it's every single person, place, and thing.
Ah, so Basil got it. Yeah, Levi's gonna hand over his dark tenant soon. And let people read it. He's gonna go to Venland after everything and hand it over to them as well. Be like, if you're serious about joining my church, these are the tenets. Thanks. Okay, goodbye. Waddles away. And then he'll go to Coventar and be like, half of you believe in me now. Here you go. Tenets. Actually, couldn't he just do that with Jive? Listen, can he convert Danter?
Sure, I guess.
Danter! What's your religion about? Hot, sexy dragons. Oh, I just realized that's still there. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. I'm knocking on Leah's door and I say, Carol! I see. He's, screeching at you. Why? Did Leon do or say something that made you go, hold the fuck up? And now you're, there. Okay, so Leon's being a little shit. Got it. Also, Lillian, you can join call if you want, but I know you're probably working right now while you yell at me, man. No, I started this all on my own. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but I'm pretty sure
like,
he was a little shit at some point to make you start this.
Came up like, hey, you fuck! I've been noticing some shit lately.
See? He started it!
I didn't do shit. I was just sitting there minding my own business, going in like a fucking good horse on Thursday.
Yeah, okay, but you started it by doing some shit in Vandal. Because you like being a little shit. I was like, I have a theory. I have a hypothesis. I also have plenty of theories. I'll never forget. I'm gonna DM you something. Why can't you share it with the class? Because the DM is listening. Salem said no. And that makes me giggle. Sometimes you have to just say no, Mr. DM. You can't be in this. Because then we'll give you ideas. I want to share what Salem said to me so bad because we were on the same wavelength.
But you can't.
Send it to just me.
Because if I see it, then Salem
I won't let him look. Send it to me in a spoiler. I'm very curious. If I'm allowed, of course. Meow.
Moki. 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 Okay.
Yeah, I'm a good baby, and I know not to share shit with Leon sometimes. Because I'm like, you're gonna.
But yeah, I'm glad that you guys are theorizing about stuff. Even Lillian right now, like being like, "They fucking piece of shit."
That's how you know you've cultivated a good story, when people are staring at you going, hey, fucker!
It's a hey, dickhead!
Hey, what was that all about, dude? What was that? You're like, what do you mean? Nothing. And I'm like, fucking bullshit! Listen here, bucko. Beep, 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 beep. Everyone's hang. Mia, Leon. I'm very curious to know what you're yelling at him about. Because I do the same shit. Randomly, I'll be like, hang on a second, and I'll whip my head at him, like... And then he can give me a little smile or not to let me know if I'm staring at him correctly. Would you like to share with the class, since it is your big, smart, handsome brain that thought it up?
Yeah. He's big, smart, brain, handsome.
Big, smart, brain, handsome boy. Look at him.
Yeah.
Why are you laughing, huh? I hear you giggling over there slightly. Hey, we're listening to music now. We're listening to different music now, sir. Doesn't I'm going to suplex your husband. So am I. For multiple reasons. Mostly because he made Winnie and that she's way too fucking cute and I have to crush her. I don't know how she's still alive. Her does anything cute. Levi, ooh, I'm going to beat her up. Ooh, almost hit you.
Suplex your husband.
Yeah, me too.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I don't want. You guys are having all these theories, and I want to be like, oh, I want to like fucking divulge because I'm a fucking freak and wrote all this shit. But like the fact that you guys are making like all these like cool fucking like things like that are just based off of like little bits and hints and pieces I give you is sick.
Yeah, well, babe.
Oh.
I have something for you.
What, a middle finger?
No.
Oh, what are you drawing? Are you drawing a Levi?
Yeah. When he does anything cute. Levi. Wait! Just gets ready.
Oh.
Going to kill. Murderous intent. Because she's way too cute. I feel like sometimes he just can't stop himself, so he just kind of picks her up and just squishes her in a hug. Desmond, the C2 science boys need to do a science. Bregov has been doing the science. He needs more samples. So he's gonna hand off little vials to people when they get closer to Skulljacker territory again.
I can't wait for Bregov and Davey to be like, let's solve science.
Let's do science.
Because Bregov's closer to a breakthrough.
Well, yeah, that's all he's been doing.
Yeah.
But he only had like one sample to work with, so it's very hard to do more experiments.
They need to start extracting, or they need to start fucking excising more parts.
They need to start
from Skulljackers.
collecting shit for him. He
Yes.
might start selecting. I might have a little sheet for him at some point to have like all of his samples, because
He doesn't have much.
he has
unfortunately.
a single vial of blood to work with, and he's like, "This is jack shit." Hey,
Can't wait to
question.
solve
If
science.
we were to theoretically cut off the arm or something of a creature and then burn the rest of it away, would the arm stay intact?
You'll just have to see.
I'm assuming yes, because the blood stayed intact when he collected it.
Mhm.
Because he's going to start taking tissue and stuff. Maybe not whole ass limbs, because he doesn't know if that still has some sort of mind of its own or can grow shit back. But he'll definitely take enough tissue that he knows won't regenerate or create something new, and keep it locked in a containment with a torch nearby at all times. To keep it from doing anything.
You want to be a hollowed lab? That's how you make a hollowed lab.
What? No, it's fine.
Okay.
He wants to do a science. And sometimes you have to keep samples to do a science, babe. How the fuck else is he going to do shit? You know? I said,
What?
I said, how the fuck else is he going to do a science if he doesn't keep samples?
That's fair. That's fair.
He knows the risks. And he wants to make sure the rest of his caravan knows the risks
Of science.
of science. He might lock himself in some sort of room that no one can easily get out of. Only he can. Because he is a squishy little guy. But he has been doing a science. He just needs more blood samples. And like I said, maybe little tissues. Nothing crazy, but just enough. And I might keep a record of each one and how long he's had it. Because he's had his sample that he's been looking at for, what, a couple of months now?
Yeah.
A few months?
And that shit's starting to run out.
Yeah, no, there's very little he can do with it now. Man. Why do I always do that? There we go. But yeah, I'm very excited for the boys to do a science. Now, do I know what kind of science he should be doing? Or will you give me, like, little things he can do to test stuff?
Yeah, I'm gonna give you certain, like, different tests you can run with him.
Okay.
Kind of like the engineering walk.
And they're very excited to think. Also, does that mean Davian would be helping Bregov?
You can.
Because Bregov's been doing this by himself up until a certain point. Yeah.
It's time for science.
I like science. Why do you think I've made, like, a bunch of these creatures? Your boy is a science nerd. Salem pet. Hi, pets. Welcome in. Hope you're doing good. We're just discussing tabletop RPG stuff because Leon's a little shit. And, yeah, I'm doing good. I'm just finishing up these guys. I'm doing a world building today. I'm not really discussing their design features as much because I don't really need to. I'm just working on their life stages, but other than that, I am good. I'm chillin'. About a fight we won?
Oh, what's up, Betsy?
Davy's gonna come to some conclusions through a study of the torch of Valda Gregor gave him. Ooh, nice. Yeah, Bregov doesn't know shit about the torch, so he'd leave that to him. He doesn't know anything about gods.
Yeah, he's just a little forest goblin.
Yeah, do Gelblins have a sense of God? Well, he would be taught about gods from his dad figure, right?
Yeah.
But he wouldn't really believe in them.
If he had a god, if he were around other Gelblins, then Goobly Baba would be the one that he would believe in.
Baba. No, he was raised by a Kagsmeldian guy.
Yes, so he would be in more of the Forge God's favor.
Mm-hmm. I don't think he believes in the guy though. Gooby Baba, yeah, it's Gooby Baba. My
It's
boy,
Goobly Baba.
my boy, Goobly Baba. My boy don't believe in no Goobly Baba because he doesn't worship Gelblin stuff. He wasn't raised Gelblin. He was raised Kagsmeldian because he was found as a little baby in the woods.
Yeah, Goobly Baba.
Because the Gelblin was the one that gave birth to him, and the Gelblin just kind of walked off, expecting him to follow. And then when it realized he can't really sustain himself, he's still a helpless, squishy little baby. It went, okay, stay there, and then it just left him.
Yeah, I see.
And he's like, oh.
Because usually Gelblins are made and kind of left alone.
Mm-hmm.
And then they kind of fend for themselves, like right after they're born.
So then the Gelblin that did that just assumed he'd be fine, and he was a baby crying for help and wanting food. Yeah. And a Kagsmeldian lumberjack dude found him and was like, "What the fucking shit?
Uh-oh.
Why is there a baby here?"
Like there's a baby. Because what is Brigov? He's half Gelblin, half Shade Elf?
He's half Gelblin, half Shade Elf. Yes. Yeah. So he's very squishy and bendy, but he's like rubber more than like jelly because he is half
he's very
elf.
stretchable.
He is stretchable, but he is not.
But he's not jelly.
But he's not jelly, yeah. Not much, just chilling at the moment. Nice. Also, yes, I made him rubbery for a fucking reason. You can only think of the reason.
Mhm.
There are only so many reasons. Yes, it's for horny reasons. I'm almost done coloring these fools. Coloring the babies. Hmm? Oh. I thought my pen was acting up.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man.
I'm ready for Levi to meet Bido and Vaihan. And be like, wow, we're all just like this, huh?
I'm ready for Levi to finally meet his future wife. Izzy. Azalea.
More
if
like
you will.
iffy, because I don't know what's gonna happen.
Rap.
Because, like I said, Levi has to think a lot. He has to find someone he likes and wants to be with, but he also has to make sure they're cool with his kids, and he also has to make sure they're cool with him being a god.
Hey, you chill with me just, being the gentle papa?
Yeah, so he's got a lot of things he has to think
Oh
about
my
and
God.
consider. Yes.
Consider.
Yes.
Her and Wendell hang out quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
She is a very sweet and epic person to Wendell. Wendell's just like, hey, Papa, do you think that she could be Mama? And like gets weepy about it.
Don't make her weepy, he'll fold! He has one weakness, and it's that girl.
Just pulling at his tacit in the morning and just like, she's really cool and she listens to me and she's nice to me.
And then he's like, I listen to you. Getting jealous more than like understanding what she's saying at first. I'm like, no.
Papa, please, not the time.
What does she have that I don't? She's trying to take my daughter away from me. Listen, man, my boy ain't smart, okay? He'll just take it as competition. He'll be worried. He's like, oh, she's trying to take my kid away from me. I have to show her up. I have to be like, no, sweetie, I'm the better. It's me. I'm cooler than her.
We gotta solve science.
I'm very excited to solve a science.
You need more supplies of.
I know!
gold
Motherfuckers
baskets.
out there battling need to give it to Bregov! Y'all need to supply Bregov with the goods. Then we can do a science. It reminds me of that Tumblr post where there's like a tiger or a lion or something licking a dude's head, and it says, a science licks a man. That's a very big science. It's just very cute. Half of Tumblr's database just sits in my brain rent-free. Okay, I did it. I colored all these guys. How do I do this? Call it base, but that's fine. There we go. Alright, here we go! I have to sneeze. I sneezed. And you. Some of these colors don't look correct. Hold up. It's because they're not. Interesting. Hmm. Okay, this is looking better. That was weird. I'm also gonna make the yolk like a bluish. Oh, why is it like that? Hello? Why is it colored like that? There we go. That was weird. Yeah, whatever. Alright, so the egg is going to be like a semi-transparent blumbus here. And there's the little baby.
Wait a minute.
Lemon!
Are you?
That's a lie. You know exactly who I am. Ow, I'm on the floor.
I think it's so cool.
What? That we're being little conspiracy theorists?
Well, that too, but also that Adelbert gets wings of fire.
I think Adelbert can eat my ass.
Oh!
Adelbert? More like Gadelbert!
God his ass!
Got him! I'm sorry. I'm sorry. For nothing!
Mento will be getting a letter with her family, with Winnie's family.
I'm excited. I like how when Winnie draws Levi, he just looks so grumpy. Which
Are you? Well, come on.
He's not grumpy. That's the funny part. He's never been grumpy. He's actually surprisingly playful. He's just kind of quiet, and his growl makes him sound angry all the time.
Yeah.
But you know
But she loves him. But when she draws, she tries to draw to life, and he's grumpy.
He big. Like how she made him a fucking like upside down Dorito. She made this man nothing but muscle, which I mean that is technically what he is. I know Izzy's type. Big and muscle. Also, hi, Bio. How you doing,
Hi,
Lumen?
Lumen.
How you
I
doing?
know you didn't say hi to me, but hello.
You can
I'll
still
do
say
it
hi
first.
back, babe.
I already did.
You can still say hi.
Bitch. Wow.
It's alright. It's alright, I already fucking said hello. though it may not be welcome in these streets, I say good day.
But you're welcome.
Eep.
No,
Okay,
not on Twitch.
that's fair. You know what? That's fine. That's fair. I just apologize. That was rude of me.
I'll do it somewhere else. Not here. Yeah, Izzy's gonna get to see how, Winnie draws her dad. It's very cute.
She's such a dork.
She's so cute.
She's a teenager. She's just doing her best.
Yeah, it's rough as a teenager, because you're going through all sorts of shit. You're going through hormones and shit. Oh wait, you already showed it to Lilin. Lilin knows what, how Winnie draws her dad. Fucking beefed out of his mind. Also, he's just gonna look cooler when they come out of that dungeon with all of his new gear. It's gonna look so rad. He's gonna look so cool, babe. Me, man?
What'd you say to me? I'm so sorry.
No, you're good. I said Levi's gonna look sick as hell when he comes out of the dungeon with his new armor.
Yeah, with this fucking Demon King set.
Yeah, he's gonna look sick as fuck.
I bet Rembrandt's gonna be like, oh, what the fuck, man?
Oh man, no. Rusty flies. Rembrandt, what the fuck? I wanna fly!
It makes me so sad that no one's a warlock.
Yeah, it's fine.
It makes me so because like I have so much like shit from like lore in the warlock tree.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the ultimate weapons is really metal. Or Demonologist. Demonologist is also another one that's pretty fucking metal.
I know I didn't go Demonologist this time, honey.
That's
I'm
okay.
sorry.
Arcapostate's pretty sick though.
Arcapostate
like the-
works better for the
I like the class fantasy of Arcapostate.
Mm-hmm.
Like this kind of damage or tank centric fucking class.
Also, it just fits with him better, like narratively. That's the thing I do with my characters. I go with narrative.
I get it, yeah, that's understandable.
That was a burp, y'all. That was a borbish. Oh wait, I could just be doing this. Oh, I forgot to color in her bra here. Whoops. There we go. Gentle Papa.
Gentle Papa.
She's so cute. I'm gonna crush her. I'm going to crush her. And then I'm gonna crush you for making her.
Kill.
That's exactly. Order kill. Because I don't think you understand how fucking cute she is. Unless you do because you made her. You probably do because you made her. But still, kill!
No.
Going to murder. You can't even blame me. I'm gonna do this. Get this color palette out of my fucking hand.
I'm so glad I decided to fucking like actually do my house in the main game in RuneScape. it's just such a time saver to just have fucking portal everywhere. Fucking a pool that heals all my fucking ailments and health.
Yeah.
It's just, it was pretty fucking expensive, but
Hey, you did
it
it.
was, in the long run, it basically saved me that fucking millions of gold from having to spend on all kinds of teleports and shit.
Yeah. I'm just ready to see everyone see all of their respective caravan members. Cause, I'm sure Dameron will be happy to see that Amra's with someone, and, like, okay, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
I need it, it's gonna be cute. But we have to actually take a break and step out of the dungeon first. Which I'm sure Levi will eventually be like, hey, can I go see my daughter? I want to say Victor and we're on a time crunch, but like, I miss my knee. But I mean, Danter's been coming back and forth regularly, so he's just assuming, okay, they're still fine where they are. They're not attacked. They're doing okay, because he would have come back with news that something would have happened to them. And the home team knows that the away team is fine because Danter keeps coming back with random shit.
Yeah, just feathers. Poof.
Drops boxes on them and shit. Okay, that's looking pretty good on her. Now I just do this guy, and I'm done. And then I can go over the different stages. Like, discuss them properly. I also want to draw their expressions. Maybe not in this stream, but definitely as a final thing for these guys. Because I am... Where's my sheet for them? Here it is. I am making a species sheet for these guys next. I troubleshot it, I guess. I put it through a test using my Orcrin, and I cleaned it up and changed it here and there as I went through, just because I'm like, okay, this works, this doesn't. And now I'm gonna put these guys through it. Ugh, and see how it works with a species that's not humanoid. Pop my ankle. Let's see. Because right now, I do have some writing in of stuff that I've come up with already. Like, for instance, I think it was Gil who asked if they're this big, how much would they weigh? And we even talked about, like, elephants, how elephants are fucking tons of weight. Literal tons. And I'm like, okay, if an elephant can walk on land with that amount of weight, these guys can obviously walk on land if they're like 500 to 600 pounds. So the females are roughly 550 to 600, and then the males are like 320 to 350 pounds. So that's what I've been putting down. Stuff that we've come up with as I've been drawing them. So we'll be going over that later. Oof. I do still need to plug in their pictures, though. Let's see. And after this, I can draw ethnic groups. So whenever I'm drawing these images, these are going to be assets that are slotted into the species sheet. I have eyes, nose, mouth, ears, other, which for them is their head crest, hair, which is their tentacles, and then I have their body frame, blah blah blah, all of this stuff. And then the next images set, other is also their gills. In their body features, we have hands. Here, let me remove the stages real quick.
we would have their hands and their feet, quote unquote feet. They don't have feet at the moment though. It's just tentacles. So for this particular race, that's what's going there. Their genitals and then other, this is their genitals, and we're not doing that. I'm not showing that here. I can nar. But these things will be going in the other for that. And then aesthetic, which is here. It's going to be these colors. It's your yeah. It's a skin color, eye color. Technically, hair color is also skin, and then any other colors, which they don't really have. And then after that, it's all has to do with their reproductive systems, which is where these stages come from. That's why I have this. Oh, let me zoom out. Because oh, that's right, it's blue. I might make it a little less blue. It's a little too dark. Let me do that again. Now I'm making it blue because that's their blood color. There we go. It could be any color really, but I'm just making it blue. So for life stages, it's what needs the next set of pictures, which will be these guys. And I will explain what each life stage is. Do you know the scorpions? The creature? Or the band? Or the baseball team? I don't know. The band. Oh, I've heard of them, yes. I don't know if I've ever listened to them, though. I broke my back! It felt really good. Also, welcome in, Unlucky. How you doing? Alright, so after that, those pictures, there is... Oh! Ooh, I have an idea. Should I, make a second thing here for picture and draw their planet?
Yeah.
And their, like,
That'd be kinda
moons and
sick.
stuff? Yeah, I think that'd be fun. I got... You usually unsmall me.
Well, this time he's playing for the forces of evil.
Oh. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that, buddy. The basis for scorpions, passed away.
Oh.
I've never heard them, but that sucks. The music just kicked in really hard. Hold on. Yeah, I think I might do that. I think I might add an extra...
Yeah, rock you like a hurricane, that's scorpions.
Oh, it's them! Oh, rocked you like a hurricane. Okay, I know who it is now. I know the scorpions. That sucks.
Oh my god, I didn't know you were a wizard.
I'm a wizard.
Salem's a wizard.
He's a wizard. Okay, sorry I'm like not doing anything. I am adjusting this to match this. Excellent. Okay, so planet,
Wizard.
moon, star, image. There we go. So, lizard wizard. So I'm gonna add this to my world building categories because I have a whole ass sheet full of full of world building stuff. It's called world building sections. Yeah, here it is. And it's for all of my books that I'm going to be writing. I have a little primer. Oh my god, I've been practicing making book covers. I think I'm ready to make a book cover for my world building stuff.
Do it.
I'm going to do it. It's going to be great. You're a wizard, Harry. I'm a what? A wizard. Alright, so let me paste this in here. Planet and star, go! Excellent. There we go. So,
I wonder what everyone's gonna play for season 2 of C1.
you already know what I'm doing. Oh, C1?
Oh, yeah, you're playing yeah, C1.
Yeah, no,
season
I'm
2.
playing John Dosh.
Yeah, you're
And
playing
I could bring a
Punch
second
Raven.
one in later.
Well, yeah. You don't have to bring in both right away.
Well, no, that would be chaos. Okay. Thinking, contemplating. Because after their life stages, I do like the idea of having their planet and star there. You can see what it looks like. I'm not going to worry about drawing habitats and biomes, because those are going to be somewhat similar to earth shit. Predators and prey, once again, if I'm going to make those as their own things, I can just make a separate sheet for those creatures, just on a much less detailed scale. After that, we have ethnic groups, which, for these guys, I've thought of like 3 or 4. I don't make too many, because if you think about humans, I would consider our main ethnic groups to be, Caucasoid, like the more Asiatic, and then, people from Africa, pretty much. Like, those main 3 zones seem to have, like, enough variety for us to clearly see the difference. But then you have, like, the Horn of Africa, where you're darker skinned, but you have a more Caucasoid head shape with hooked noses. You have Native Americans who are darker skinned, but they clearly have a monolid and are more in the Asiatic look because they're distantly related. So they're like, those are the 3 main quote unquote ethnic groups, but we technically have fucking thousands of them. They're called phenotypes. Phenotype map. And I know I have a map that I can look at. I believe it is here. Yes, there is a website called humanphenotypes.net, and it shows you a world map, and if you click that map, it'll tell you what lives there. Like, who came from there. So, let's say I click the very top of fucking Greenland. They say Nordid and Alpinid ethnic groups live there, so Nordic and Alpinid. Yeah. It's a really cool website. Here, I can just whip it off real quick and show you. This is a cool fucking map. I love this map. I use it when trying to think of more like designs for facial structure. Because if you look at the Nordics, for instance, the quote-unquote Nordid side, you have these guys. And you see how they have like stronger facial structure, and it tells you like where they are most commonly found or where they most commonly developed. And Alpinid, I clicked here, by the way. I clicked on is this Iceland or Greenland? I don't remember. That's Iceland. See how these guys have shorter heads, darker hair, and darker eyes? But you can't say one way or another, like, which phenotype this truly is, so they get their own, like, category. It's really cool. If I click over here, you see that, Tungid? Tungid, is that how you pronounce that? These guys are, like, more northern Asiatic. Not quite Mongoloid, though. And I believe Mongoloid is its own thing. There's also, Siberian peoples. They're also, they're getting darker. They're also, like, over here now. They're like the Algonquins almost. It's really fucking cool. Ainui, the Ainu people, they live in, like, Japan and this area. This is a cool fucking website for when you just want to see shit. So, like, if I click up here on the Horn of Africa, you can see we have, people who look more, like, Arabian, I guess is the word. And if you click farther over here, you can see that's all that's there. Ethiopid, that's how you pronounce it. These are people with, like I said, longer, more oval faces. And then if you click down in the center, you're getting people with, like, whiter heads. It's just so fucking cool to me. So, when I say ethnic group, that's kind of what I'm talking about, but I could not, for the fucking life of me, make thousands. I mean, I could, but that's way too many. So I like to focus on 3 to 5 main groups, quote-unquote groups, and then if I need to expand later, I do. But I don't worry about that shit. That's how you make your brain explode. So, these guys with their ethnic groups, their phenotypes, I would say they have 3 main ones that I will be drawing. These pretty pale dudes, like marbly colored ones, the warm colored ones, these reds, oranges, and yellows. Maybe yellow could even be like an offshoot. And then these blue ones. So these would be the 3.
main ones. And then, of course, you'll have rarer colors and colors that don't make sense, and like depending on where they are. But the way I've been lining this is these guys are like shallow water. These guys are coral, like they live in corals and stuff. What are they called? Coral reefs? Yeah, they live in coral reefs. And these guys are lower in the bottom. And then here's their eye colors. It'd be very fun. Alright, so after that, that's what I'm going to be doing. And then after that, we do expressions. So I'm going to have to figure out how these guys express themselves. Like, facial structure-wise. Like, what moves to wear whenever they're happy or sad. And since they have, like, tentacles all over their head, those things might also react. Now, they don't have... Well, actually, they might have slight chromatophores, but not like the nautiloids. The nautiloids have crazy chromatophores. If these guys do have chromatophores, it would be very subtle. So I don't know if those would go into expressions. But, like, expressions will be more limited for them because they don't have, like, eyebrows. And they can't really flare their noses either, so it's going to look a little different for them. I'll figure it out, though. With that, with my stages done, we can look at them real quick and then call it. So, my whole thing here, my logics here, I wanted these guys to have a very squid-like appearance, a lot more squid-like when they're babies, because it's more of like a protection sort of thing. I also really like the idea of, like, the baby looks a lot different than the parent. Like, they look like almost like two different species. And it makes sense because they would want to stay in the water a lot more as little babies because they're still developing and learning how to, like, eat without a beak. But as they get older and they can start walking on land a little more, they start becoming a proper young squid. Now, not to say they live purely on land. They do not. They have this sort of dual nature about them where half of their life they're on land, half of their life they're in water. But when they're babies, their entire life is water. And then, once they hit pubation, they're not bugs. Once they hit child stage, they're able to walk with their parents. Toddler, they're still kind of swimming around and scooting. They're very slow. And then when they hit pubescence, not pupation, that's when they start getting separated out into gender roles. The girls get taken in by their mothers a lot more to be taught how to manage the house, manage an estate, manage their, I say house as in, like, the family, not the building, because they're the ones in charge of managing the clan, if that makes sense, because they're going to be in charge when they grow up, because this is a matriarchy. Men, meanwhile, take their young sons, pat them on the head, and teach them how to scout and hunt. The females are bulkier and stronger, but slower, so they stay home and protect the house. And they're extremely territorial. Males will be faster and smaller, and are expected to contribute hunting-wise. So that's how they work. Oh, that would mean their courtship would probably have to do with hunting, huh? I think so. And then here they are as teenagers. You can see that the head crest on the lady has gotten fucking huge. It stays that way for the rest of their life. It sometimes dulls out over time, over their decades of life, just like their nails and their beaks. I say beaks, but it's like serrated mouth parts. And yeah, that's how they grow. Hi, Himiko. You can see that as the head crest on the girl goes up, the head crest on the male goes back. It curls around like a helmet.
Because they're usually the ones out having to deal with each other and deal with territorial disputes, like, actively, while the ladies are the ones that gives the orders. Like, I saw some fuckos in our territory over here, go beat them up. And that's how it works. And then, when you're an elder, you get to retire to a life.
To chill.
You just get to chill. You're probably got a little bit more tummy fat on you from becoming a little more sedimentary. The ladies, the mamas, have, like I said, that, like, egg stretch tummy. Kind of like what, a lot of, people who have had multiple kids, they just get that natural pooch. But, yeah, there they are. The life stages. I'll be putting those in, I'll be writing all of it out, and then I will be doing their facial expressions. Give them stretch marks! They already technically have marks.
Free lightning tattoos.
Lightning tattoos! I'll be worrying about that later. Also, Himiko, just to let you know, because Lilin asked, they can get fat on their tentacles. It stops at about here, probably. But they can get chubbiness right here on their tentacles, so they can have huge fucking hips if you want. I'm just saying. So, imagine 8 thighs. 2 of them wrapped around your head, 6 wrapped around the rest of you. There you go. That's for you, and now it's for Lilin. It was first for Lilin, and now it's for you. You know what? I'm gonna give her stretch marks before I forget. Someone said it, and I don't want to forget it. So, we're gonna do this real quick for you, Himi. Just for you.
Damn. That was a lucrative ass fucking Slayer task I just had.
Nice.
Made 1 million fucking gold just fucking doing it.
Nice, nice, nice. I have to remember what stretch marks look like. I also feel like they'd have like slight lines on their boobs. There we go. Yeah. There you go. I should probably give stretch marks then to the Orcran ladies, huh? Because I also drew some old ladies in here. That's humans. Orcran. Load. I drew the old ladies too. Well, I kind of gave her... Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. It wasn't scrolling. I kind of gave her like this... I wouldn't say cellulite, but that like wrinkly skin part right here. So, that works. All the old people I looked at to draw them didn't really have the stretch marks. Oh no! I need to add fucking this. Thank you for the save, Himi. I will save. Himiko said, save the stretch marks! Okay, I will do this. Because they also have marks from having the baby. And it's folded in over time. That looks a little too crazy. Hold on, let me do it a little better. Because I don't want it to crisscross too bad. Okay, that looks better. Alrighty. The Catosians, for the most part, are done. I mostly just have to do their expressions, which I didn't even do for the Orcran, because, once again, they're humanoid. I wasn't really, you know, I wasn't reinventing the wheel with them or anything. But these guys, I'm gonna have to really think about it. So I'll do that next. But, for now, I think we're gonna head on out. Thank you for hanging out with me, man.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. And then I'll plug in all these pictures. I also need to do this without being on Twitch, because some of it involves genitals. And Twitch will yell at me. Twitch will call me a bingus. So yeah, I'm not doing that. I am fucking with Fate. You ain't gonna get me fucking with fate.
Alright, let's go find someone to raid, shall we?
Where are we dropping, boys? And girls. I don't know all of you. And non-binary homies. I couldn't rhyme it with girls because it would sound weird. Portals. Let's see. I'm gonna close my eyes. And I'm gonna...
Do I want to raid this one? Do I want to raid you?
I'm gonna raid this one.
Yeah. I like this game.
Okay, let's raid someone who's playing Legend of Zegend.
Like I'm saying,
I like Legend of Zegend. At least I hope I can raid them. I can! Alright, grab your messages. The first one is if you have my emails, and the second is if you do not. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. Tomorrow is Vandal
Homestuck.
Day, and I'm very excited. Homestuck!
oh,
Babe, I like giving people a few days to a week to prepare for Homestuck.
okay.
I have to sneeze. Oh my god. I have to sneeze. It's not coming out. Fuck! Anyway. Bye guys!
Bye.
I hope you enjoyed your tea.
I also hope you enjoyed Squid People. Squeeple. Oh god, I have to pee. Bye!